You'll call somebody, text somebody, slap the shit out of somebody. Let them know that Rhodium Radio is live up in this biatch.
You got it locked on Rhodium Radio.
Yeah, Dr. Dre is in full effect, and I gotta tell y'all a little something. Eazy-E is down with us. MC Ring, you know he's down with us. DJ Yella is down with us. Arabian Prince, you know he's down with us. Tony A the Wizard is down with us. JJ Fag is down with us. Timmy T, you know he's down with us. DJ Pooh Boy is down with us. Toddy B and Spade, they're down with us. My boy Ice Cube, you know he's down with us. I like to mention, so pay attention to where I'm from, Compton, but the tapes are from the Roadium. My name is Dre, listen while I play. And by the way, I'm also down with NWA. Yo, Steve at the Roadium is down with us. Slanging funky tapes, it is a must. We're number one.
Tony A. Tony A. When you're ready, go.
Welcome back, everybody, to Rhodium Radio episode 71 with the podcast that slaps you across your fat ass with a fat ass dick. So before I introduce my two next special guests, let me go ahead and give a couple of announcements. Once again, the Chicano rap documentary GoFundMe page, we're pretty much almost there. We need a little bit under $1,000. So if somebody wants to give $1, $2, $3, $5, whatever, people have dropped 200, people dropped 250, somebody dropped 1,000. And I want to give everybody a special shout out and a special thanks. And I keep my word. Anybody that gave over $50 will get their name on the credit for supporting not only this movement, but this documentary. So that, and also for those of you that have been ordering the High C CD that I produced back in 1991, those are all been shipped. You can still get them. I'm running out very quickly. And I still have, for those of you that are into CDs, I still have the card copies, so I have a few more copies. So get at me at DOCUMIXERY.com. And once again, 86 in the mix, 88 booming bass, high C, scanless, they're all here. Those of you that have been asking all new artwork, they have been remastered. And they're available for a limited time only. And I want to give a shout out to a guy named Grumpy661. I believe that's his name. He blessed me with a Prince doll and a Luke Skywalker with the Yoda on his back. So much love, much respect to him. And I'm missing some, Carnalismo, the Carnalismo wear, the clothing brand. They sent me a couple of shirts, and I'll be sporting the tank top at the beach. So thank you very much for that. Much love, much respect to Carnalismo for blessing me with that. So once again, DOCUMIXERY.com, you can get everything there. The GoFundMe, we just need a couple of more hundred, and we're done. We're going to be shooting at the end of July. And hopefully by this time next year, it should be out. So much love, much respect. Thank you guys for that. And now, without further ado, please allow me to introduce none other than Suzie Q. How you doing?
I'm doing good, Tony. How are you?
I'm good. You know what?
Sunday.
Yes. How's your Sunday going so far?
It was going good. Yeah, we cruised it in the 61 over here. So
I saw that 61 Impala.
Yeah, 61 Impala.
Hey, for those of you guys that don't know, she's got a dope ass 61 Impala. Yeah. I'm serious when I say that. That shit is nice.
It is. We got lucky.
Yeah. Now, is that like first, second, third lowrider, or have you had any of those before?
Well, I grew up with cars. Yeah. Okay. My dad had a 66 Super Sport. So then my cousin had a 52, and it just went on from there. My brother, rest in peace, he has a 41 Fleetline German helmet. He has a 6.4 in the garage. So it's just,
Sounds like you know a lot about cars.
Yeah. It's what we, just you grow up that way, and it becomes a part of you. You can't let it go. You can't.
Right.
Got to keep it going. My son, his first car, he wants an El Camino. He's 15 and he doesn't want any, he's into the little like rice rockets, the little, I don't know. That's what I call him. What am I saying? But fuck it. Yeah. And I'm like, low and slow, baby. But no, he wants an Elko. So
that's dope. My dad, growing up, I'll say it in Spanish, then I'll say it in English. He used to work at a taller.
Okay.
At a body shop.
Yeah.
and he was literally like really truly gifted at taking like wrecked, ruined shit, and making them brand new, you know, all over again. He was really, really gifted, and he also knew a lot about music. He also knew a lot about film. I like to brag about my dad because my dad is no longer here with us, but he was a very, very talented man. And this should be a message to a lot of youngsters that a lot of times when your dad tries to talk to you, please listen.
You better fucking listen.
Yes.
Yeah, no.
You know, a lot of times we think
You take
in
it
our
for
head,
granted. You
yes,
don't.
what the fuck do you know? And then when you get older, you talk to him, you start to wonder like, damn, my dad was wise.
Yeah.
You know. But now it's funny. My sister put up a post that said something like, "If my dad was here, I would like to ask him," and then like kind of blank.
Yeah.
And then I said, "Well, yeah, there's still a lot of questions that I still want to ask him,
Yeah.
in general about
No,
life."
yeah, I was just, my daughter just turned 18, you know, last Saturday on the 20th.
Awesome.
So I caught myself, it's just as a parent, I caught myself like, you know how you're like, when I was your age, I walked in the snow or just bullshit like that. And I caught myself doing that. You think like, if I only would have taken their advice when we were younger, or, you know, but we got to live and learn, I guess. And, you know, sometimes it's the hard way, but.
You know, now since we're going to talk about music, especially soul music, okay?
Of course.
What type of music would you say you grew up with in your home as a little
I
girl?
grew up on classic rock. My dad was from Juarez, Chihuahua. He heavy accent, you know, typical Mexicano. And he grew up in El Paso, though, went to high school in El Paso. He took to classic rock, the Beatles. My kids will sing you any Beatles song at any given day. His records, you know, that's where he had records, you know, he had vinyl. I grew up on his vinyl. I had, you know, he would drink and just, mija, play this record, or I would just personally start messing with his, you know, with his collection. And yeah, it was, I'm a Beatles, like, in my life, I Love You More.
Wow.
Yeah. So I don't put it out there too much, you know, I don't play it. I'm into the oldies, you know, whatever, but if I could say, like, that's the Beatles, like Chicago, Led Zeppelin, Jefferson Airplane, everything, you know. Wow. He had a couple records, like his oldie, like he had the Midnighters, you know, the Land of a Thousand, just, yeah. Not really too much of that, though. Just, you know, my dad would acid trip. I always tell him still to this day, I'm like, you're stuck, Pop. You're, you know, he's
Your dad
a hippie.
What, acid trip?
Yeah. Yeah, acid. Okay. My mom would tell us stories, you know, peyote. He's a hippie. My dad's a straight hippie.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So,
well, I don't know if that's cool, but that's cool.
No,
yeah.
I mean, you know what? I guess when I was younger, I didn't, you know, like, damn, that's my dad. You know what I mean? But now I'm like, all right, Pop, you know, I you know, that's just him. You know what I mean?
One thing about my dad that I will say this, and I don't say this braggingly, pero era bien borracho.
Oh, my dad.
Like, fuck, pounding. 3 o'clock in the morning, he had to get up at 5, still drinking his fucking 40 in his drawers, you know, and go back to work, go to work fucking hungover, down a tall can, but you know what? He always went to work.
Yeah, my dad worked at Los Alamitos. Okay. So you can imagine after that was just drinking, you're at the racetrack. What else are you going to do? Yeah, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
So yeah, him and all my tios worked there. And yeah, my dad wasn't drunk too. That was, you know, that's why him and my mom split. He's still to this day. And like, you know, he was never like an abusive drunk or anything. You know what I mean? It was music. Like the love that I have for music is from my dad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like my dad just, you know, even though he was classic, like that's just what I hold from him, what I'll always hold from him.
Did he have like a big record collection, a few records?
He did, yeah. Yeah, he did. We were even sad because like just him being drunk all the time and just throwing them on the floor, like they were all scratched, like damn. I have some of his scratched records still and I'm like, wow. Shit, you know? Right. Why, Pop? This was laying on the floor in the morning, you know what I mean? Fucked up. And I'm just like, damn, like if all of his records were like mint or even if he had taken care of them, you know, like, he'd have a good collection.
My dad was probably the first guy that I ever seen with a record collection. A lot of them were 45s. Uh-huh. One of the very first songs that I ever saw him play was a 45 because he would bring out obviously he had the big records that he used to play on 78 speed. Okay. And he had also the 45s, and I used to always ask him, Mr. Disco Chiquito, and he would play it. And of course, it was the Monster Mash, okay? And I told him I used to like that song.
Yeah.
But he was the first guy that introduced me to records, and I used to ask him, can you show me how to put the needle on the record? And he goes, "Ponle ahí, no en el medio." Pero aquí, But anyway, since we're talking about music, have you seen any at all dope, if you will, documentaries that pertain to music?
Well, yours, of course, yours are dope as hell. You know what, lately, as far as music, like, to be honest, no. Like, I don't really have time to watch TV too much.
Right. I try to make time simply because I it's kind of like my escape. You know what I'm saying? But let me recommend 2 of them that I've seen on Netflix. And I wasn't a big Netflix guy, but I like these 2. One of them is the story of a guy named Robert Johnson. Okay. And he's from Mississippi. And story, or should I say, legend has it that he sold his soul to the devil.
Oh, the devil, yes. No, I watched, and I did that one. Okay, I watched like a little, like, I want to say maybe the first 20 minutes. I ended up falling asleep, forgot about it in the morning, but I do, somebody recommended it to me because the blues, he just, the fucking blues.
Yes.
I remember that one.
And let me tell you something interesting about him is that, but a lot of,
because that's really, I mean, in that, I believe in all that. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, that deep south, that shit's real. That shit's real.
Al amor se le pareció el diablo. Yeah. Even Mexican families in Mexico, they all have a story que se le pareció el diablo. And one time my dad described him, and he was describing me. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, seriously? That guy sounded like me, So, but Robert Johnson was the first 27-year-old musician that died at the age of 27. I bring that up because after that, it was Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, Jim Morrison, Nirvana.
No way.
Yeah. It's the way that Nirvana, what's his name?
Kurt Cobain.
Him. Yeah, all 27.
What the fuck?
Yeah, 27 years old. So, and I think there was one more guy. I think he was one of the Beatles, but he had passed away because we tend to think that
no, yeah, there's 5. Yeah. My homie was telling us this whole conspiracy theory, like, broke my heart about the whole Paul McCartney supposedly. It's he was
27 as well.
Damn.
So a lot of those guys might have made a fucking deal. You never know.
Yeah, no, I believe it. I will never discredit that music.
Yeah,
it has a way of taking over your soul. You know what I mean? That's what they,
No, it's true. It's true. And that guy, there's only 2 pictures in existence of him. Only 2 pictures. And a lot of rock legends credit him, obviously not only for the blues, but also for possibly the foundation for rock music to come. Him.
Yeah, I remember that. That's crazy.
I'll tell you a good movie, if you have not seen it, that I like, that has nothing to do with pretty much soul or is Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh yeah. I've seen that. We went to the theater. That one we have to. It's Queen. That was. Yeah. My kids begged to go watch it.
And there was one more that I wanted to bring up. Oh, if you haven't seen it, my friend Gritty Greg, I want to give him the credit. He put me on to this series. It's on demand on DirecTV. I didn't even know that I had on demand, but I have every fucking channel on DirecTV.
Dish.
Yeah. Have you seen American Soul?
No.
Okay, it's the story of Don Cornelius and Soul Train.
Okay.
It's really fucking good.
Yeah.
Like, I'm hooked. I already finished the first season in one day. It's like 10 episodes in one season. So now I'm on to the next one. Of course, they got people on there playing Little Richard. They got people playing James Brown, Gladys Knight, all the legends, And it just took me back to a time where I thought music was real passionate. And I think that's one of the words that describes soul music.
Yeah.
And us people, Chicanos, Mexicanos, okay? We're a very passionate people.
Yeah.
And that's why I think we can relate.
I was going to say, even like, because I listen to it all, corridos, like just growing up, like my mom, my tias, like Ana Gabriel, just, you know what I mean? That her voice, I don't know, I love her voice. Her voice is just one of a kind, Yes. But like we don't, You know what I mean? You grew up on that, like you feel it. You it's not like that anymore. I mean, I honestly I can't say I don't listen to too many Spanish radio stations now, but just I don't know if it's because that's what I grew up on or whatever. But
Right.
yeah, it's we're soulful people for sure.
Yes. If you get an opportunity, check it out. I think you'll enjoy it.
Yeah,
I
for
think you'll
sure.
enjoy it. And again, it just kind of shows you how he ended up putting that whole Soul Train together. We thought, well, at least I thought, that people were just dying to be on his show.
Yeah.
It wasn't like that. It was about this. It was, and he couldn't get the people that he wanted to. Then he had the radio station, the TV
Really?
station, telling them, your numbers are low, these acts suck, you need to get the headliners. And in a sense, I was able to relate because podcasting, not knowing that I was going to go longer than I anticipated.
Yeah.
I think the hardest part about podcasting is just booking artists. It's booking artists.
Yeah.
Porque unos cabrones se creen mucho. They want you to beg them, and I don't do that shit.
Yeah, right, for sure.
But it's whatever. So anyways, enough about me. You ever get a chance, American Soul. Okay?
American Soul, got it.
So where did you grow up at?
I was born in San Gabriel.
Okay.
San Gabriel. Grew up in La Puente. Moved to, my brothers were in trouble. My cousins were trouble. So it was just my mom and my dad. My dad was an alcoholic. So we ended up moving to Fontana, like as a teenager, and Wilmington actually. And then, but I mean, Puente was only 35 minutes away, 40,
Okay.
Made it 35 now. So just, we always kept that, kept our relationship. And
How long did you stay in San Gabriel before you guys moved out?
well, no, I was born there. I've lived everywhere. I've lived in La Puente, El Monte, Rosemead, Phoenix. So
Really?
we've been, and then just ended up. But we were in Puente till maybe like moved to Rosemead when I was maybe 9 or 10, but that's only like 15 minutes away. No, I'm sorry, younger, like 5 or 6, and then. Yeah, so just fucking.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, like me, like when I interview people, it's a beautiful thing finding out people's stories because I hear people say, "Oh, I went to this high school and then to this high school."
Yeah.
Like I met guys here that went to like 5 different high schools.
I went to 5 different elementary schools. I started in Puente, but then somehow I ended up in Puente. Like from first, I went to 5 different. I tell the kids all the time because I would suggest moving sometimes, and they're like, "No, we don't have to switch schools." I'm like, "Shut the hell up!" I went to 5 different elementary schools.
Wow.
So no, but I mean it's crazy because you end up. I started kindergarten in Puente, and I graduated 6th grade from Puente. So came back. You know what I mean?
Okay, that'll work.
Came back somehow, but
growing up, did you play any instruments at all?
I was in band in like 5th grade, and I chose the sax. That instrument to me, the sax is like, I don't know, just.
I was gonna ask you like why that out of maybe drums, out of maybe percussions.
I don't know, just the
piano.
fucking like just the sound. Yeah, like the sax always like drew me in always. Most of my girls are like, oh, we're playing the clarinet or the flute or what, and like, no, I want a sax. I actually had even tried playing the baritone in Phoenix. That shit's heavy. Like it's a big instrument, and I'm like, what the hell? Like it took a lot of wind. You get tired fucking playing. Like if you have asthma or you fucking smoke weed, not good. You know what I mean? No, you can't fucking breathe. But
Yeah.
no, it was a lot. But the sax, it was cool. It was like
Come from a Mexican family. A lot of brothers, a lot of sisters.
I have 2 older brothers. My brother passed away. My oldest is still alive, and then I have a younger brother and a younger sister. So there's 5 of us.
Okay.
Yeah, that's enough.
Yeah, that's
enough. They made it.
There's 10 of us.
Yeah,
That
was. They didn't watch too much TV back then or something.
Yeah, for some reason.
Shit.
It's funny because I used to always tell my dad, I was like, you guys didn't have television, or what did you guys? And he didn't get it. He was like, why you asking that?
We were just talking about that at work the other day too. Like just families or like the how many people are in like the older. Like my mom's out of 11, there was 11 of them. Yeah, my dad, there was only maybe like 5 of him. Like so it's not but.
Right.
It's just crazy that was a thing back then.
I meet families like today, and they're like, I'm just one, or it's just 2 of us, and I'm like, hell no. Like,
I only have 2.
I mean, I don't want to get too X-rated, but like, damn, didn't they like the bone? Like, like, damn, but it's
Yeah, no,
but,
and I mean, there's birth control now too, so I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's true.
That, you
That's
know?
true. But back then there was none of that. You just anyway. So now,
He just
now let me ask you this: what do you think inspired you, motivated you, or what was it that you saw that you wanted to start spinning? I don't like to use the word DJ, okay, but for the sake of the interview, let me just say DJ. DJ stands for,
yeah,
in case of a youngster's watching, he may not know, a disc jockey, and I always try to keep it elementary for people that may not know.
yeah, because they're like, oh, you don't DJ, you don't mix, you don't, you know,
Right.
Yeah.
Today they have a new word out called turntablist, but that's mostly given to people that cut, scratch,
Yeah.
because they use the turntable like a musical instrument. Now, a disc jockey really is somebody who just plays music. Okay?
Right.
I get it. I understand that. I don't consider myself anything, but I used to fuck shit up back in the day.
Yeah.
So,
I bet.
what do you
so.
think? What do you think was it that inspired you to do what you do today?
I'm not gonna really say I was inspired. Well, I am inspired now, but I Soulita.
Okay.
So that's why she's here. She threw me into it, you know. She's
Okay.
my soul sister instantly, like put me up on everything, you know. And yeah, I've only known her for like 2 years, but it's just when you click, when you know, I met her at one of her events, and I think I literally walked in like singing to her shit, like she just, she'll play like stuff, she plays common stuff, but then stuff, that, okay, like if you know your soul, then I just started going out with her, and then one day she was just like I know you know your music, she's like, you have an ear for it, like you're fucking doing this, like your vibe, we go, not even just, we could be kicking it at our homie's house, you know what I mean, they have tables and we're just throwing on, and it's just the vibe, you have to make people, if you really love music, like you made people feel it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what it's about, like bring it, if you can bring it and you can just bring happiness, because music, that's what it is to me, You're happy, fucking throw on some music. You're sad, throw on some music to cheer you up. You're fucking, you know what I mean? So that was just it, she threw me in, and that was pretty much it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I always tell people that, okay, now this is just for me, that music is 3-dimensional. And I say 3-dimensional because you hear it, okay, you feel it. And when we did this documentary, we said now they're going to see it.
Yeah.
Because 90% of the learning comes through the eyes.
Exactly. It is different when you see shit,
Now, the reason why I reached out to you guys was because of this. Growing up, I didn't have much of an opportunity to see females on the turntables. Even if it was just lifting up a needle and just, playing records. I never saw that. And I see it now, and I really, really like it. I like to shine a light on females because growing up, again, females never really got that shine.
Yeah.
And since we have the technology to do it now, why not?
Exactly.
Why not help somebody climb the ladder, if you will? Whether a person like you becomes a millionaire by playing records or not, you're doing what you love.
I'm not doing it. You know what I mean? I know. Obviously, we've had some haters already. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I'm not. I tell everybody, I'm not in it. I don't spend $1,000 on records. Like I don't. You know what I mean? I'm not in it to. Of course I want to build a heavy ass, dope ass collection, but I'm in it because I feel it. You know what I mean? I feel it. I want to make you feel it. Like that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Like my one of another like mentor in this game, like Soulita, my homegirl Arlene 5150. She was like, it's hard for somebody to pass on records. You know what I mean? You don't want to let go of shit. You don't want to, but she was just like, Mija, like, why am I gonna hold on to this? She was like, I love music. If you really love music, like play it. I want you to play it. I'm not out there playing it. And she handed me, like a few good records, and it's just like. That's what if you really love music, that's what you do. You know what I mean?
Right. Now let me, okay, once again, I'll just use the word DJ because that's the only word that we knew growing up. Okay. I never ever, and I understand what she did, by passing on something to you, because a DJ back in the day would never let anybody.
your magic.
You know, like,
Yeah.
hey man, can I borrow you? Fuck
No, don't fucking touch my shit.
Don't ask me for shit. Or I'm just gonna spin real quick. No, go buy your own, man.
No, yeah.
Because that's like your shit.
Yeah,
you know?
no, you're
And you know, like, let me give an example. Back then, when I used to buy 12 inches, say Saturday comes and I buy 8 different records, 8 different 12 inches. Okay, $3.99. You do the math. So you get doubles of each. So you have 16 records, but really only 8 different songs. Okay. That's about a little bit over $60, just $60. But every Saturday, I made sure that I at least had 100 every Saturday, because I bought doubles of everything. And what I would do with the sleeve was I would just cut it with a razor blade, take the record out, and then just tape it with Scotch tape so that it can keep the plastic and even with the price. And then I would put it in a plastic sleeve. I took good care of my shit. So when a dumb bastard will come up to me and say, "Can I buy your records?" Vete la verga, puto. Like, you know, fuck you mean? You know,
Fuck no.
You just don't do that. So I understand when she said, "You know what? I'm gonna pass this on to you. What am I gonna?" Because there did come a time where I ended up selling all my records. I didn't want to, but I knew I had gold.
Yeah.
You know, and I got my money's worth.
Yeah, as long as you know, you gotta share it though. You know what I mean? That's what it's out there for.
Yes.
What do you put music out there for people to listen to? You know,
Yes.
like it's and yeah, if you come across some good music, yeah, I'm gonna pass it on. You know, I'm gonna.
You know what gets me is this. I posted up that flyer. When was it? Thursday.
Yes.
And then right away.
Here comes the haters.
Oh my
Instant.
goodness.
You know what? I guess we're doing something right? I didn't really see it like that, but it's funny.
Like, I didn't understand that. Like,
I don't either, because I'm not out there. Like, I don't. I tell, even like when like our homies like got, you know, when they put me up on the flyers, like I was one, like my first, you know, all guy lineup. I told my homie, I was like, Spanky, like, I can't, you know, these are heavy hitters. Like, what are you doing? I can't. And he was just like, nah, like you bring it though. You bring that vibe. And he was like, you know what, Mija, it doesn't matter. You know, it doesn't matter what, like, just play your music. I don't care. We don't care what records you have. We don't care, you know, like, I respect them. You know what I mean? They all, even her, like they drop money, you know, they do. Right. These records are no joke. You know, I'm not there. Single mom. I'm not there, you know, to be honest. I have, you know, I've been blessed. I try to buy here and there, you know what I mean, when I can, but you know, it's just like, yeah, it's, you know, and I think that's what pisses people off. They're just like, who the fuck is this bitch? You know, like who the fuck, you know?
Like,
I'm like,
and then some of them were actually,
how did she get on Tony's show?
You know, and some of them were dudes, like.
That's fucking the worst, huh? I showed you that shit. That is the worst. That one took me by surprise. I was like, this motherfucker, okay. All right. I sent them the fuck, you know, but it's that. It's like,
you know,
he's feeling some type of way, you know?
Here's the funny part, and not to dog anybody, but I had a certain individual the next day, which was on Friday, call me up. And I know he's a huge soul collector. Right. And I know he's watching right now. No disrespect, homie, but he said, why them? That's what he said. And I said, what the fuck you mean, why them? And I go, if anything, I see them on flyers. They have a following. And I've actually gone and seen her play. You know, I was speaking about you at the moment. Yeah, I know, but they have no history. And I'm like, okay, tell me about you. And you do? Right. All you do is just have records. You know, I mean, do you spin anywhere? Well, no. Do you even have somewhat of a following at least? No. I got it. I said, I don't get it, bro. I said, look, you're hitting on a female. This is a woman, you know? And I just said, look, dude, I don't know if you're going to be mad at me for this. I said, but I just can't believe we're even having this conversation. And you call me specifically for this.
I think it's that like machismo shit too. You know what I mean?
Probably.
Like,
but again, I don't get it. Usually when I have female rappers here, I always ask them, do you have any haters? And of course they say, yeah. And 90% of the time it's men.
Yeah. No, it is. It's sad. Like we, you know, I'm like drama-free, peace, don't have beef with any females. And if I do, they're nice to my face. You know what I mean? Like it's that type of shit, you know? Right. We're not about that. You know what I mean? Like I'm not here to hate on you. I mean, as you can see, I repost anybody, anytime, you know, I'm going to support you, you know, like why not? Why? You know, you're trying to do your thing. Let me do my thing. I'm not, you know what I mean? It's just help each other out, you know, but yeah, it's, that comes with it.
And in all fairness, let me say this. anybody out there that spins, has a huge record collection, and it's got at least a following where people actually go see you.
Yeah.
All you got to do is request yourself, go to rhodiumradio@gmail.com, and we'll look at it. Mm-hmm. And I don't have a problem inviting people.
Yeah.
You know, I don't. But when you feel entitled and then put somebody else down because you didn't get asked,
that shit ain't cool.
That shit is not cool.
That was my thing. I was just like, okay, well, you're mad because you didn't fucking get asked to spin. That's it. Bottom of the, like, because if, you know, obviously you wouldn't be talking about me if Tony, you know what I mean? It's just, it's sad though. It's like trippy. Like, that's what I think tripped out. There was like one female that we saw, and it was probably a fake account too, you know what I mean? So it's like, you're going to talk shit, at least be public so I can fucking talk shit back or something. Exactly. I won't, you know, that's why we liked it right away. We liked her comment because it was like, all right, cool, homegirl, we see you. You know what I mean? That's it. Jealousy
will get you nowhere.
Nowhere. Nowhere.
On that note, we're going to go ahead and take a 10-minute break. We're going to come right back. We're going to continue to chop it up. And you got some records you brought.
Yeah, we got records.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Okay, everybody. Once again, call somebody, text somebody, pay somebody, slap the shit out of somebody, just like we did in that intro, and let them know that Suzie Q is in the motherfucking building. If you need to go take a shit, go warm up some popcorn, go get a Modelo, come back and chill with us because we're going to be talking about soul music. Be back in 10 minutes. Welcome to Rhodium Radio, and I am your host, Tony A. the Wizard. We started a GoFundMe page because we need you to help us meet our goal. And our goal is to release a Chicano rap documentary. And we need you to be a part of this. Everyone who contributes will have certain incentives offered to them. For an example, I'll name one. Your name will be on the credits of the film. Everyone who gives, everyone who contributes, their name will be on the credits. That's just one thing that we have to offer. But yet, if you read the description, you'll see other incentives for your contribution. If you've seen the Rhodium Mixtape DOCUMIXERY, you will not be disappointed with this documentary shining light on Chicano rap, the Chicano culture. It is something that can be used as an educational tool now and in the future. So once again, help us meet our goals so that we can start production. And remember this, we have a voice and we will be heard.
What it do is Mr. Little One chilling on Rhodium Radio with the one and only Tony A and John motherfucking ELKINS, boy.
Hey, what up? It's your boy Mr. Shadow. You're watching Rhodium Radio with my homeboy Tony A the Wizard. You know what time it is.
Yeah, what up? This is Mr. Night Owl, and you're listening to Rhodium Radio with the legendary Tony A the motherfucking Wizard.
Yo, what's cracking? Nosotros somos Aquid y estamos aquí con Tony A the Wizard. You know Rhodium Radio, damn it. You know what it is.
Yo, what up? This is Mellow Man Ace and Padrino, and you tuned in to Rhodium Radio with my man Tony A. Keep it locked.
Yo, what's cracking? It's your boy OG Arabian Prince from the world's most dangerous group, NWA. Sitting here with my boy Tony A the Wizard on Rhodium Radio.
What's up, everybody? It's your homegirl Magic Girl, and you're now listening to Rhodium Radio with Tony A the Wizard.
Yo, what's up? This is Bozo, aka Emiliano. You tune into Rhodium Radio on Tony Viz's YouTube channel. Let's get it.
What up? It's Mr. Soto. You guys are now in tune to Rhodium Radio right here on Tony Vision on YouTube. Yep.
Check it out. This is MC Poncho on the MIC. Shout out to Tony A the Wizard, Rhodium Radio. You already know.
What up? This is DJ Trick, Spanish Fly, and you're watching Tony A on the Rhodium Radio Show.
Big G, Rhodium Radio, Tony A in full effect. Stay tuned, watch, listen. That's how we doing it over here.
Yo, what up? I'm out here. This Big Daddy Swoles. I'm jamming with my man, Tony A the Wizard, out here on Rhodium Radio. The podcast is off the hook. Check us out.
This is DJ Clientele, and you are listening to Rhodium Radio with Tony A the Wizard.
Yeah, this Baby Bounce here with Tony A the Wizard. You are now tuned in to the Rhodium Radio. We do it for the people. You hear me?
Mic check, mic check. Ernie G from Proper Dos, and I'm listening to Tony A, the motherfucking wizard, on Rhodium Radio. And if you don't know, you should know.
What's up, everybody? This is Soren Baker. I'm the author of the book, The History of Gangster Rap, in stores now worldwide. And you're listening to Rhodium Radio, hosted by Tony A. Make sure to check it out. We talk about the Rhodium Mixtapes. We're here. Soren Baker, Rhodium Radio.
Y'all, this is Rudy Gregg, and I'm chilling with Tony the Wizard on Rhodium Radio.
Hey, this is Swifty Blue. I'm right here at Rhodium Radio with Tony A the Wizard. Stay tuned.
It's the KAS here live on Rhodium Radio with the one and only Tony A the Wizard.
What up, y'all? This is Kiki Smooth, the first Mexican rapper out of Compton, rich and ruthless, and you're listening to the Rhodium Radio with Tony A, the Grand Wizard, El Mago himself. Hey, Compton's in the house.
What's up? It's Quete Yes God with my Harbor Ottawa homeboy Tony A the Wizard on Rhodium Radio. Yes God.
Hey, what's up, gente? It's your homeboy Duende. You're tuned into Rhodium Radio with my homeboy Tony A the Wizard. Ya te la sabes, wey.
What up? It's your boy Baldacci the Beast, F for Music, Face of LA, right here at Rhodium Radio. Make sure y'all tune in. Your boy Tony A the Wizard.
This is Kelvin Anderson, owner of the world famous VIP Records, and you listen to my man Tony A the Wizard on Rhodium Radio.
Yeah, what up? It's Lil Black, you the brown super baller, and you checking out Rhodium Radio with the homeboy Tony A the Wizard.
Yo, what's cracking? It's your boy OG Big Wicked, Real Ones Apparel, Orange County. Out here with my boy Tony A the Wizard, Rhodium Radio. Yo, make sure to peep it. Peace.
Que tranza raza, aquí su servidor, Sinful and Pecador, and you listening to Rhodium Radio with my boy Tony A the Wizard.
Check, what's up? It's your boy Capital I Man from the Mexican Crew, and you're tuning into Rhodium Radio with my boy Tony A the Wizard. Motherfucker's a legend.
Wow. What's up, y'all? This is Chris the Glove, and you're watching the Rhodium Radio Show on Tony Vision on YouTube.
What's up? This is Mr. D on Rhodium Radio, kicking back with the homeboy Tony A.
Yo, this is Fancy the Boss. Tune in on YouTube at Rhodium Radio with Tony A the Wizard.
What's up? This is Leah Farsayer, aka the Dragon, the Serpent, the Spear. I'm on Rhodium Radio with my boy Tony the Wizard.
Hey man, Nick B and Eric B, the Baker Boys in the house, hanging out with Rhodium Radio and the one and only Tony the Wizard.
Tony the Wizard, aka Kylo Ren, right here on YouTube, Sundays and Wednesdays.
Tony Vision, subscribe
Tony
now.
Tony Vision, yeah.
Boys, big baby.
What's good with it? This old creep, aka Jay Stompanato. I'm putting it down for Orange County on the Rhodium Radio Show by West Coast legend DJ Tony A. We up and out this bitch.
What's up with it, dog? It's West Coast Gilly on Rhodium Radio with the legend Tony A the Wizard on Tony Vision. You know what it is, West Coast to the fullest. Believe that.
What's up, everybody? This is Stefan Oyer listening to Rhodium Radio with Tony A the Wizard.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Doughboy Tony. You're tuned into Rhodium Radio with West Coast legend Tony A the Wizard.
What up? It's your boy Lottie the G, straight out of Santa Ana, CA, and we're right here live in the mix with the West Coast legend Tony A the Wizard on Rhodium Radio, Tony Vision on YouTube.
Yo, what's up, world? This is Cool 187, above the law in the building, and you tuned into Rhodium Radio with my man Tony A the Wizard.
What's up? This is Darren Vegas. You're on Rhodium Radio with Tony A the Wizard. Real West Coast hip hop history right here.
Yo, what up? Sleepy Malo in the house, here at the Rhodium Radio with my boy Tony A the Wizard, giving us our voice back. One of the realest motherfuckers I know.
What's up, homie? Show me Frankie Quinones, aka Creeper from Cholo P, and you're listening to Tony A the Wizard on Rhodium Radio. That's what's up right there.
Hey, yo, what's up, man? It's Scooter the Savage. I'm right here with Tony A the Wizard, Rhodium Radio. Everybody stay tuned, man. It's a motherfucking hit.
Yo, shout out to Rhodium Radio, Tony A the Wizard, your boy Pablo Nunez right here in the studio. Be about it, people.
¿Qué onda, muchacho? Ahí viene este miro. King with the Blaxican and Negrito de Los Angelitos, and you're checking out that Rhodium Radio with Tony A the Wizard.
¿Qué hubo, Raza? This is Wicked from the brown side here on Rhodium Radio with Tony A the Wizard. You know.
What up? It's your homeboy Infinite TGM, chilling with Tony A the Wizard on Rhodium Radio. Make sure you guys go check that out.
What up, everybody? This is Wicked Baby Doll, and I'm chilling with Tony A at Rhodium Radio.
Check it out. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube and follow him on Instagram.
What's good? What's good? It's your boy Spanky Loco, and you tuning in to Rhodium Radio with that motherfucking legend, Mr. Tony A. You know what time it is, Wes.
Hey, what up? This Rebello the Dawn.
And this Dominator.
And we came straight from the 805 ready to slap that motherfucking meat on your grill, bitch.
Rhodium Radio, Central Coast Click.
What up?
What up with it? This your boy OG Magoo, Los Angeles airbrush artist, big chillin' on site with the homie Tony the Wizard on Rhodium Radio. All gas, no break. Let's get it.
Man, you now listening to LA Icon, man. Right here live with Tony A, the motherfucking Wizard on Rhodium Radio.
What's up, what's up? This is Esadaz, the Spanish Fly, with that reintroduction right here on Rhodium Radio with my boy, the Wizard, Tony A.
Yeah, what up? It's Spanish Fly MC, Big MOC, Mr. Most MC, on the Rhodium Radio Show, baby, with Tony A, the Grand Wizard. Let's walk.
Johnny D from Spanish Fly on Rhodium Radio. Your one and only Theo with the giant Cheeto.
Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Trish Toledo, and I'm over here with Tony A, John motherfucking ELKINS, and DG Media at Roadium Radio. Make sure you tune in every Wednesday and Sunday at 7 p.m.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your girl Blanca. Bobby D presents Uncle Snoop's Army. Chilling right here at Rhodium Radio with Tony A, the Wizard. Make sure you tune in Wednesdays and Sundays at 7 p.m. on YouTube.
What up, West Coast and all hip-hop fans? This is your girl, Violet Brown, and I'm here with Tony A, the Wizard.
Yo, this is Daniel Jones, the D to the motherfucking G Media Clips. Here with your boy, Tony A, the Wizard on the Rhodium Radio Show.
Check 1 2 1 2. This is Roger Live, and you are in tune to the sounds of Tony A, the Wizard on Rhodium Radio, West Coast.
Yo, what's up? This is John motherfucking ELKINS, and you're tuned into Rhodium Radio with my homeboy, DJ Tony A, the Wizard.
We're back now at the Jack Off Hour, and this is Tony A, the Wizard on Rhodium Radio with the podcast that slaps your culture fat ass with a fat ass dick. So we're going to go ahead and jump right back into it. But before I do, I want to give a special shout out to Blanca from Bobby D Presents. Much love, much respect to Blanca. She's always had my back, and that's a good friend to have in your corner. So thank you very much for being there, Blanca. Much love. But now we jump right back into it with Suzie Q.
But I love Blanca too. Love you, Blanca.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
That's my girl. Yeah, she's the boss lady.
Now, I'm going to get a little quiz here. When I say soul music, what are some of the first artists that come to your mind?
Otis Redding, Bretton Wood, Elton John. To me, it's funny that you gave me the coaster because I don't know.
With Elton John, huh?
Yeah. You could feel, I could feel it. That's what's soul to me, you know what I mean? It doesn't, yeah, of course, it's that rare soul but just, soul music, it's just, you feel it in your soul, you know what I mean? Right. So, yeah, the Elgins, Four Tops.
Awesome, yeah. Awesome. It's funny because one day I was asked that when I was being interviewed on the podcast, what's soul music? And the first ones that actually came to my mind, well, one of them was actually Otis Redding. Mm-hmm. The other one was Marvin Gaye, Aretha Franklin. I said Al Green, and there was one. Sure. There was one more that I said, and this one guy, he said, "Nah, that's not soul." He goes, "Well, it is, but that's more like radio soul. I go deeper than that." Mm-hmm. And I'm like, "Look, that's just kind of like rap," and then people saying, "But I love underground hip hop."
Yeah, no, exactly.
I get it, bro. I get it, but we're not battling here.
Yes.
You asked me a question.
What I like, I'm telling you what I like. That's it.
Exactly.
It ain't.
And now soul music, for an example, he asked me to explain what I thought soul music was. Mm-hmm. Okay. I said, well, you know what? First of all, let's talk about. It's a mixture of R&B, what we would call rhythm and blues. Mm-hmm. What was the other word I was looking for? But a little bit of also gospel.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Now, a lot of people may say gospel, well, because a lot of people don't realize that a lot of these singers came from the church.
Yes, I hear even some gospel stuff. Like it gives me the chills. You know, like haven't been to church in a minute, but I used to go. You know, and just that, you know, they do that gospel, and I'm not gonna if you get the chills, if music can make you get the fucking chills, then you know what I mean. That's soul music. That's when it hits you. That's at that point where that shit touched your soul.
Yes,
you know.
And if you listen to a lot of Al Green music, he uses a lot of organ, which they use
in the church.
In the church. Another documentary that I wanted to bring up and that I recommend to both of you guys, in case you have not seen it, it's on Netflix. The Sam Cooke.
Oh, I saw it. I saw that one.
Good.
Yeah, that one was. It was sad. It was good.
You know,
I didn't. Yeah, it was sad.
I'm gonna tell you what touched me on that one. I don't know if it was his father or his pastor, when he told, I guess, the pastor, or I'm not sure if his pastor was the father, and I'm kind of paraphrasing the story. But he said, I want to make music for the world. That's what he said.
Yeah, it was his the pastor.
Yes, and he had said something like, quote him a scripture, for what is the profit of man to gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Yeah. And then, you know, he becomes a big star. He has his hits, moves out to LA and gets gunned down and gets, you know,
dies. Yeah.
He dies. You know, I think that touched me more than his music, because his music's beautiful.
No, their story, yeah. I don't know if it's true, but my homie told me that Mary Wells died broke and alone.
Look, they mostly do.
It's
They mostly do, and because back then, okay, let's take certain hip hop artists, since we're talking about being broke. All the originals that paved the way and, if you will, did the foundation, created the foundation for these rappers today to eat. You know, that's why you have the Little Pumps, the Tekashis, and the Nicki Minaj. They're all eating off of the godfather of hip hop that laid the foundation. Hip hop was something new. This industry thought it was going to be a fad. It'll be in and out. So they didn't know how to market it. It was still new. So a lot of these guys had hits on the radio, but no money. No money. Today, you got people that could be social media famous, you know, and make money.
Millions.
And these guys are still broke. So I understand when I hear people like Mary Wells or whoever else is broke as hell. Doesn't take away their talent. You know,
it just...
Me and you could be sitting down in front of Mary Wells, if you will, and then still idolize her, whether she was broke or not. You know, so...
I think it made me respect her more. Well, if that's true, when he told me that, I was just like, damn, you know what I mean? Just because her music, you know what I mean? Her music that she put out, you know, and not even, you know, if you listen to like her LPs, or not even just the comments, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, it just, it touched you, you know what I mean? Even just like the whole, like, I love Etta James, you know, but just when I just read up on her and how, you know, we think they're just celebrities, they're happy, money makes you, you know, money buys, and it's like, nah, you're dying inside. Half of them are dying inside, you know? So that's just crazy. That just goes to show, you know.
And even in that series of the Soul Train, it shows a lot of these people that we thought were like living, you know, super large, really weren't. They just had a regular old house and was like, make sure you just buy me something to eat after the show type of deal. You know? And the sad thing is, and this is not throwing anybody under the bus, there's a lot of rappers today. The sad thing is that on social media, they make it look like they're winning.
Oh, yeah. No, for sure.
You know, pero,
do it
you know,
for the gram.
Yeah, they're eating top ramen at home. You know, but...
Making spreads. No,
yeah, pretty much. Okay, now, I'm talking too much, but I need you to... Here's the thing. Can you bring up your records? Okay. She brought us some of her collection. And the reason why I wanted you to bring it up, because I think this is what makes this, if you want to call it a movement, different. Can you turn it sideways so they can actually... There you go.
They're not all. It's a mess.
What it is, that you guys spin on 45s.
Yeah.
So there's no albums, no 12 inches.
Nope.
45s. Now, who do you think, if you will, inspired just the 45s, where you guys just said, we're just going to spin on 45s?
I mean,
was it just always like that from the beginning with you guys, or?
Well, yeah, that's kind of how you have to, like, if you're in this. I mean, there is, you know, like, I have LPs, you know, at the same time, but but it's about the 45s, you
move
know.
it a little bit over here so
yeah.
it doesn't block you too much.
There you go.
Ahead.
Yeah, it's about the 45s, you know. That's all she has, you know what I mean. And to be honest with you, like I grew up on, my dad had, you know, the 33s, the LPs. I maybe saw five or six of these, you know, when I was young. He didn't buy 45s. He had the albums, you know, he had the collections, he had, so, you know, it's crazy. Like, yeah, you buy one song, you know what I mean?
One
two.
I
mean,
can I see one?
Yeah.
Just put one out, anyone, doesn't matter.
Oh, this is a good one.
Okay, so now I'm gonna pull it out, and I usually don't touch the vinyl. I'll just touch it from right here. Now, just for those, just in case somebody sees this video 20 years from now, and you know, vinyl will probably be extinct unless you're a true collector. You know what? Now, but close that up so they can see you. Okay, this is pretty much what a vinyl looks like, vinyl 45. Now, for those of you that may not know, you should try to Google in what does RPM stand for, because they always put them 45 RPM. Okay, Google it and look that up. So you get two songs pretty much. Usually when I would buy like a Michael Jackson 45, you get the regular song like Billie Jean, for an example, and then the other side be the instrumental.
B-side.
Okay. Now, the reason why I had you bring that out was because my record label, when we released the song I'm Not Your Puppet, we did a 45, but it came with a smaller hole.
Yeah, well, I have a few of those. I have one in here with...
Okay, it came with a smaller hole, but you didn't need
the actual... the adapter.
Yeah. So, you like big holes or small holes? It's up to you. But,
well...
Yeah. So, but we're actually going to be... We're thinking about releasing this out again.
Definitely,
maybe
gotta
about 100
cop
copies.
one.
Yeah, maybe about 100 copies.
I'm gonna have to start my hip hop collection with that one.
Yeah, exactly. So this one is the Jewels. Gotta find a way.
Yeah, Opportunity is the jam.
Okay.
That's the one that I posted today on the on the flyer.
Now let me ask you this: for those that probably wonder why 45s, let's answer the question, or should I say, why not Serato? Like, why don't you just have a laptop? It'll make things easier. You don't have to carry anything.
I'm not trying to mix. I'm not a DJ. I could blend, you know, one song into the other with soul, but all that stuff, it's just, I love it. Don't get me wrong, but that just ain't, this is what I love. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I know what song I'm going to play.
Just a little bit. I want them to see you. There you go.
Like, I know what song I'm going to play. I know, you know, that's a big thing. Like some of, you know, they have headphones, you know, they'll use, I rarely use headphones.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because it's just like, you got to know. I know it's a lot of, sometimes I look at it and I'm like, I always think to myself, like, my brain's probably like 70% song lyric. Like, even I trip out. Everybody that knows me, they're just like, bitch, how do you know that song? I'm like, and not even that, just any genre. You know what I mean? I rock out. I took my son to a System concert, like anything, you know, hip hop, corrido, everything and anything. So, you know.
And is that all you play? Is just soul music?
Yeah. I want to build up like a little bit maybe of my funk collection, because there's you know, that's out there too. It's like when I'm more up tempo, so when we go out and we do events, you know, like last night we were at we held a raffle, you know, and we play, I mean, you know, she's like even more rare soul than but it's stuff that not everybody knows, you know. We try to pack the comments when we go like around, especially around the older crowd, you know, they want Night Owl, you know what I mean? Like that shit, you know? And so I was like, okay, she had it. I was like, let me pack it. But yeah, it's just, when you're, especially like when we do the bar scene and the lounges and stuff, you know, unless like, we pretty much, you know, have our following, like they know, you know what I mean? If you come here like, yeah, we're gonna get you to dance, but we're gonna drop some soul on you too, you know?
Right.
So, but yeah, you know, it's just, it's, you know, more the common shit, you know, you gotta.
Now, here's another question. Is it hard for people that are maybe wondering, is it hard to still find 45 vinyl today?
It's not. It is and it's not. I mean, if you know where to go, because there's tons of record stores. You just have to go dig. Like, let's go digging for a day, you know?
Yes, it's the same thing with us.
There's a guy, like, a good friend of mine, he came across, he was driving through like Venice one day, and he drove through like an alley, and I guess this man had his garage open, and he had records in there, you know, just literally a garage everywhere, crates, just. And so I guess he just was like, hey man, you know, he thought of me. He was just like, hey, like, can I dig through your shit? You know, and he just bought a stack, no sleeves, nothing. Really? Like nothing, just brought me a stack. He was like, I paid the dude $25 for this, you know, go through them. And yeah, I got some good ones. I got Temptations, and they were pretty good condition, you know what I mean? So it's just, you know, you come across shit, you know. Okay. My sister-in-law just, you know, she gave me a good little stack not that long ago. Again, no sleeves, nothing, just like, here sis, you know, got you, like, go through these, you know, whatever. And yeah, it's like a treasure hunt.
Okay, now let me ask you another question. Say there's, I don't know, Love and Happiness by Al Green. There's no 45, but they have the album. Would you just wait to find the 45?
No.
Or would you buy the album?
Yeah, I'll take the album.
Okay, and would you still play it at a function?
Yeah, okay. I hope I wouldn't be like drunk and I can see, because you got to find the line to where to start playing your fucking song on.
Right.
I'm going to start halfway on, you know, because you got to figure there's like 5 songs on each side or 4, you know. So.
Right. Okay, now let me ask you a question. Say I'm just somebody off the street and I see you playing your 45s and I ask you, is there a crowd for this?
And I'm going to tell you yes, because everywhere we go, we bring it. You know, we could be at Backyard Boogies, you know what I mean? And it's guaranteed, you know. Like I said, we're in it to bring you the music, to make you feel it, to share it, you know. Right. And yeah, like our supporters, like, I don't know, the love, it's you know, crazy, because like my boyfriend, you know, the love that you, like your friends and your crowd, you know, shows, like the vibe. He was just like, I walked in, you know, to like one of your first parties, and the vibe was just there. Like, you guys are just, he's all, I don't know if it's because you guys are all fucking stoners, but he was like, I walked into a cloud of fucking happiness or something. But yeah, it's just, you just gotta, it's just the environment, you know. You are the company you keep.
Now, you know what, if I may ask you to put them down, because I want them to see you. Now, I know you spin at the Scamming Jam.
Oh, no, she does.
Okay.
She did, yeah.
I thought I seen your name on the flyer.
I was there. No.
Okay.
I'm just there.
Okay. Oh, I think that's where I met you, though.
Yes.
Okay.
That's where we met. Yeah, we were rocking out.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, how was because I know they have like the, if you want to call it, I call it the throwback room, the big ass room.
Jam room.
Yeah, the jam room, because that's pretty much. Room. Yeah, both. Okay. Both. Well, I got a story about that. I'll tell you after, okay?
All right.
I love their music there because they play freestyle. They play even some wave, funk, whatever. And then in the other room, that's where they play all the soul. How was the crowd there?
We have like so when we go places, like I said, like it's our crew will be there. They filter in and out, you know. It's Scamming Jam. They're there to jam out, to be in the big room. But we have it's always packed though. It really, like, it'll get, you know, it'll get packed. It comes and goes, you know. For the majority though, it's packed. And then a lot of people don't even know about that little room sometimes. Like, especially if you're new to Scamming, they don't know that you could go to your right or straight, you know. They're going straight, you know. They're going into you know, to go jam out. But
you know, now I know soul music, and I'm not going to sit here and try to say that I have a fucking PhD in just soul music, you know, because I don't. It's just what I grew up with. Okay,
same.
I mean, I knew I'm Your Puppet, and I sampled it. We got a record deal off of it.
Played it last night.
Yeah, I did "Sit in the Park" by Billy Stewart. You know, so we as a culture, as a people, we love that kind of music.
Yeah,
and we actually even incorporate it in our music, our hip hop music, if you will.
It's funny because my son, like, now you say that, like, he's big. My son's like an old soul. Duran Jones. Okay, so Duran Jones, I didn't know about him till my son put me up on them a couple of years. Like, he loves that modern soul. He loves that, and of course, probably because of what, you know, he grew up on and what we listen to. And but yeah, like he has that, like he put me up on that, you know.
Yeah. Now the reason why I brought these songs up is because I had certain individuals tell me there's a certain way you play soul music. Now, I've never been somewhere where all they did is just play soul music all night long. I haven't, so I'm not going to sit here.
You got to come check whenever.
I'm going to have to. Now, the reason why I brought that up is because I had a female friend about 2 years ago that I went to go see her spin. I had gotten there at the very end, so I never really got to hear it. And then another DJ went up there, set up his laptop or whatever, and I asked her, how did you do? Oh, it's cool. And then she said, yeah, I'm just going to get out of here. And I saw that she was a little bit uncomfortable. And it really bothered me because she goes, I just got to go home to my kids. And I was like, is everything all right?
Yeah.
So I'm walking her outside. My boy's parking, and I'm just telling him, wait, we're going to leave too, because she's leaving. I said that because the guy follows her outside, and I couldn't believe the words that were coming out of him. He said, man, you know what? He said, I don't know why they even fucking hired you. He said, your set was shit. You were fucking everywhere. He goes, you got no rhythm. You got nothing. All you're doing is playing records. You were everywhere. So I thought about that. And even though that was disrespectful, and I stood up for her, and I told her, get the fuck out of here, you know, I always thought, is there a certain way to play these songs, or do you just play songs like?
Well, you gotta, I mean, you do gotta keep up the beat. You can't go from, you know, you can't go from like Mary Wells to So like by war, you know what I mean? You can't, you gotta, that's why I was saying like you gotta know your records, you have to know your songs. I actually even try, you know, sometimes I'm a little slow, but I try to blend it. You know, you gotta blend it in. Like that's why I said like I don't really use headphones because I'm trying to just, you know, train yourself to know your records, you know what I mean? Know your records, know what you're gonna play next, you know. When I'm up there, like, you know, last night, like somebody's trying to talk to me while I'm up there, and even if it's just a backyard boogie, whether it's a backyard boogie or an actual event, like I get it when you guys get pissed off, or DJs period, like fucking no requests, you know. It's like, leave me the fuck alone, I'm in my zone, like don't talk to me right now, don't touch my records and don't talk to me, you know. You just, you know what I mean, you ain't got time for that shit. You're up there, you're trying to rock the crowd, I'm trying to keep these people vibing with me and grooving with me, you know. So yeah, like you have to know your shit, you know. You gotta, I try, you know. Sometimes I'm like, oh shit, like I'll be like, oh, that didn't go, but they're still going as long as they don't, you know.
So it's a lot similar to when a DJ, like the jam room, they got to keep it going. It's the same thing.
Yeah. We keep it. We don't take breaks. We don't do nothing literally. Like it's like, whoa, we'll start talking shit. Like if the break's too long or your break, you know, in between, like we'll start talking shit. But
and for the record, the reason why they're called 45 is because you play them on 45 speed. Now
45, 33s.
I try to keep my interviews, if you will, very informative with details. I had a lady that came here that I interviewed named Violet Brown, and she told me something very interesting, that she did a interview for a museum. An interview for a museum, and every time she mentioned 45, she had to show it. She every time she happened to mention cassette, she had to show it. She mentioned album, she had to show it. 12-inch single, she had to. So at the very end of her 2-hour interview, she pretty much said like, what was all that for? They said that they were gonna seal that interview for 100 years in a time capsule.
Like the archive? Oh,
yes,
shit.
And then bring it out in 100 years.
Whoa.
So yes, so
that's crazy shit.
Yeah. So when when we did our documentary, I made sure when somebody said boombox, you saw one, and that's where I got the idea from. Cassette, you saw one. So I try to keep it very simple for people that may not know. You know that you guys just solely play
45.
45.
Yeah.
Now, how big is the movement here in LA? Is there a lot of females that are doing this?
Oh yeah. Yeah. There's a lot, like, you know, like I told you, like, you know, her, like Soulita 5150. A lot of our homegirls, you know, Chicana movement, Jen Love, you know, Dub Silly Soulita, like I like her. SGV Soulita. There's a lot. There's a lot of women that I respect that have been in it, and a lot of them are now like they have sick ass collections, you know, and then they don't come out too much, you know what I mean? We're just doing it, like I said. I always, you know, I understand the hate sometimes from people because they're just like, like I said, who the fuck is this bitch? You know, she doesn't even have a collection. All her shit's common. Like, why her? You know, why her? That's it. But I don't. Not that I don't need it. I would love to. That's what a real collector. Yeah, like that guy was like, oh, get some real collectors with history, you know. Well, I'm trying to fucking make my history right now. You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to do. So
all good. Now, you mentioned the word Soulita. For those that may not know possibly what that means or where does that word come from, can you care to elaborate?
Female soul, Hispanic Spanish for, you know, you feel it, you're a Soulita, you know, Soulita, Solero, you know what I mean?
So it's almost like saying in Spanish, Soul Spinner.
Yeah.
Okay.
Soulita.
But it's flipped or remixed Soulita or Soleto for if you're a man. I think that's pretty dope. And one thing that we talked about that, where do you believe that this movement start?
I mean, for me, I'm gonna say where it started for me in LA. You know what I mean? In Los Angeles, that's the heart. There's everywhere. There's Bay collectors. There's Texas. My dad. In Texas, there's a lot of. I know there's some but yeah, for me, I mean, personally, for me, it started in LA. This is only because she goes to the Bay a lot. It's big up there too. It's big everywhere, even Chicago. I have a homie that follow from Chicago. It's crazy, but I think you just have to follow, as long as you have the love for that music and you know what I mean. But
the reason why I ask where did it start is because I have a friend, his name is Mike Flores, and he's doing a documentary on DJing. Well, more on I don't know the right word, EDM music or
the rave shit.
Yeah, I don't get into that shit, so I barely know it. But my son would tell me about it, and this guy Mike Flores is tracing the history back to backyard parties here in East LA. That's pretty much the foundation for everybody who's made it big now. That's where it all started. So we documented that. How would it blow up? I kind of wanted to do that starting here and document this in a sense by doing an interview and saying before this thing fucking really spreads like wildfire, let's get down and say where did it really start here.
Well, I remember when you were telling me about the b-boy shit, where that really started,
where the breakdancer came from the break.
Yeah.
Dope. So listen, we're gonna go ahead and give you a little opportunity to give shout outs, okay? But first and foremost, I want to say that we come to the end of time, and I want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to chop it up with you.
For sure. It was a pleasure.
And I need to definitely go check you guys out.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So go ahead and give a shout out, and if you want to acknowledge the haters, go ahead.
Shout out to my babies, Desiree and Anthony. I love you guys. The mamas. I'm away from them, sometimes doing my thing, but I'm just trying to spread the love. Blanca, love you. Bobby D presents. Boulevard Made, sporting their shirts. You guys go check them out. Follow them on Instagram. Just my girl Soulita, Ash, Frankie, everybody. Just anybody that supports me that, that just no hate. You know what I mean? I'm not in this. I'm not trying to be anybody. You know what I mean? I'm just, just in it. Yeah.
You're doing what you love.
Yep.
That's it.
Doing what I love.
And, and it's fun doing it. So, anyway, somebody asked, Tony really stopped drinking? No, but I'm gonna start in a little bit. Okay. So,
shots.
Yes. I'm not trying to lose.
Taking it easy.
I'm not trying to lose fans. But okay, everybody. So we're gonna go ahead and get the party jumping, and we're gonna bring Soulita out. We're gonna chop it up with her. So make sure you call somebody, text somebody, slap the shit out of somebody, and let them know that Soulita is in the motherfucking building. We'll be back in 10 minutes. So slap your girl across fat ass, but you're fucking. We'll be back 10 minutes. You'll call somebody, text somebody, slap the shit out of somebody. Let them know that Rhodium Radio is live up in this biatch. Yo,
Well, I'm here on Rhodium Radio with my boy Tony A. the Wizard. Stay tuned.
Yo, it's Ray Monique on Rhodium Radio with Tony A. the motherfucking Wizard. Tune in and subscribe.
What's going on, everybody? This is Big Rich G here at Rhodium Radio with Tony A. You guys got to check this out, man. Don't miss out. Tune in.
It's your boy Producer A here at Rhodium Radio. It's your boy Tony A. Make sure y'all subscribe every Sunday, Wednesday, 7 p.m. with the dopest podcast popping in the motherfucking West Coast. Make sure y'all subscribe. Peace.
Yeah, this is Pablito here at Rhodium Radio. I'm here with Tony A. the Wizard. Tune in.
What's cracking? It's your boy Noel G in the house, aka Hector. You guys know what time it is, right here with the Rhodium Radio Show, hosted by your boy Tony A. the Wizard. Keep listening. We got something good for you.
What's good, beautiful ladies? It's your boy MC Magic, Tony A. the Wizard. You already know. Rhodium Radio Show. Turn it up.
Yo, what's good with y'all? This your boy Big Prodigy from the legendary South Central Cartel, and I'm over here chilling with my homeboy Tony A. the Wizard on the Rhodium Radio Show. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe to the page on YouTube. And by the way, check out that interview with yours truly. You dig? Wes.
What's up, guys? This is Mayito. You're watching Rhodium Radio with Tony A. the Wizard.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Little Silent from VOTG, the voice of the ghetto, man. Tune in every Sunday and Wednesday to Rhodium Radio. You already know, hosted by the legend himself, Tony A. the Wizard, man. Just don't miss out, man. That should be active out here.
What's up, everyone? This is Antonio Pelayo. I'm here at Rhodium Radio with Tony A. the Wizard. Make sure to subscribe.
Yo, what's up, everybody? LA Baseball Head here, also known as LAFC Soccer Head, chilling on Rhodium Radio with my homeboy, Tony A. the Wizard.
What it do? DJ Joe Cooley. You chilling with me, DJ Tony A. the Wizard, and Rhodium Radio. You heard me?
Rhodium Radio. Visit your deal on Rhodium Radio. Grab a seat on my meat with Tony A. the Wizard.
Lonzo, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
You sure?
Motherfucker, I'm ready, goddamn!
Like it ain't shit, cause I'm a player motherfucker named DJ Quick. It's a full-time jack move. Billy Joe, yo, homie, make the track
You're back now at the Jack Off Hour with the podcast that slaps you across your fat ass with a fat ass dick. And I'm Tony A. the Wizard, your motherfucking host. And we extended the promo code for the Rhodium Mixtape DOCUMIXERY. For those of you that still want 20% off, you can view it for unlimited streaming at DOCUMIXERY.com. And we're almost done working on the artwork for the Blu-ray coming soon. Okay, so we're going to be releasing the Blu-ray soon. A lot of you hit me up for the hard copy. You know, and it's funny because whenever I come out with the hard copy, people always say, I don't have a CD player, I don't have a DVD. Then don't fucking ask, okay? So once again, I'm running out of the High C. Get at me. This is the first High C album that I produced. I only produced half of the second album, but we put in 3 extra songs on that one. The Rhodium Mixtape DOCUMIXERY, 4 for $30. A limited time only, 4 for $30. Once again, 4 of them I did, 4 of them Dre did. I don't know if I'm going to be repressing them after. So you want to get them now. If you don't get them, oh well. So other than that, the GoFundMe page, it's on my bio. It's on the description here on YouTube. And it's also on the bio on my Facebook. So if you want to bless us, cool. If you don't, then don't talk. But we need just a little bit less than $1,000 so that we can finish getting the rest of our equipment. But without further ado, please allow me to introduce the one and only Soulita.
Hello.
How you doing?
Pretty good.
How's your Sunday so far?
Pretty good. I got my girls with me, and the show's pretty much flowing. So
Oh, yeah?
here we are.
You had a busy day today, slow day, or how's your day been? Everything good?
Everything's good, yeah.
Okay. And your weekend? The weekend,
Always,
Friday,
yeah,
Saturday.
you know.
You know what's funny? Because I pretty much do the same shit every damn day. Because I'm blessed enough and I don't have to get up and go clock in somewhere. I do what I love and I get paid, and I'm thankful for that. So when people say, "What are you gonna do this weekend?" I do it every day.
Yeah.
You know. So now let me ask you this, Soulita. Where did that name come from?
It has a lot to do with just collecting soul records.
Okay.
But also, my dad was a former 3 Souls in My Mind, former El Tri. He was a drummer, so that always kind of like, Soulita, that's me, you know?
Okay. Now, let me ask you this. Have you seen anything good lately on TV?
On TV? As in movies or as in
Anything.
music?
It doesn't matter. Three's Company, Sanford and Son, whatever.
Let's see. There's that Slipping Into Darkness on HBO. That's pretty good.
Okay.
It's a short Chicano film. That's pretty good. And also, I like, my homie put out Flaco Soul. He put out The Soul of Lincoln Heights. It's also a short documentary. It's pretty good.
Okay. You know what movie I didn't see? I don't know if you saw it. I think se llama Lowrider. Did you ever see that?
No, I think I seen that movie Mission, though.
Mission?
It's like about San Diego. Also lowriders and...
But there was one that just came out. I think it was like last year that it was called Lowrider. I think it was called Lowrider.
Oh, no, I haven't.
Okay, so somebody...
I gotta check it out.
Yeah, well, maybe 2 years ago. I don't even remember. I think somebody told me that Esteban and the cartoon...
Oh, yeah, that's a good one out too on Netflix.
Oh,
you know?
No, that's LA Original.
LA Original,
Yeah, I seen that one. I enjoyed that one. But the Lowrider movie, I have never seen. But anyways, I watch a bunch of bullshit on TV.
Yeah.
Usually, one of my favorite sitcoms ever was Three's Company. After that, I don't think I've ever had a favorite sitcom.
Oh my God, that's so funny because back in the day, I was like punk rock.
For real?
And I had that fucking haircut, the Janet. So like all my homies would make fun of me. They're like, oh, here comes Janet, you know, like, and I just owned that shit, you know?
For real?
Yeah.
Punk rock.
Punk rock.
I would have never thought.
Yeah.
Wow.
I always kicked it with like, you know, all my homies were diverse. So they always welcomed me with open arms, like, you know, so.
So did you wear like the Doc Martens, the monkey boots,
Everything,
or
yeah.
the bondage pants, everything?
The full on, yeah, get up.
Oh shit, do you still have pictures like that?
Yeah, I do.
You need to post some up.
I will. Throwback.
That's cool. And do you still bump that?
I do. My heart's punk rock for sure. My soul's sweet.
You know, one of my boys, he had a tattoo on his calf, and it was OUI, and I said, what is that? He said, Oi. That's what he said.
Yeah.
So I asked him about that, and he said that's what punk rock originally was.
Well, actually, Oi is in the UK is like hello, like, you know, Oi.
Okay.
So punk rock, a lot of the punk rock came from the UK.
Okay.
So that's why they use that term Oi which means it's more like a style like street. It's called like street punk, you know.
Okay.
Skinheads, like, you know, they use that term too. Oi is just like a form of saying like it's a style of music, but also, you know, it comes from the UK. Oi means what up, you know.
Oi is, I guess, it's kind of like the English word for Zoiks. Remember?
Yeah.
Fucking Scooby Doo.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to be funny. Anyways, but I asked a lot of goofy and weird questions, so please don't mind my sense of humor.
No, I love it.
Now let me ask you this. What type of music did you grow up listening to? Obviously, you listened to punk, but at home as a little girl, what would your parents play?
As a little girl, like I mentioned, that my dad was a drummer, and so classic rock, blues, classical music, orchestra, Spanish ballads, 50s rock and roll, and like from Mexico City, like Mexico, like 50s and 60s rock and roll. We weren't allowed to listen to oldies at home, honestly. My parents came from Mexico City. They came to East LA. We're getting punked by the fucking Pachucos. So, like, oldies was a no. You know, that shit was boring to them.
Right.
You know, so then my sister was a teen when I was a little kid.
Yes.
And so I would go to her house and she'd be cleaning house to these compilations. And I'm just like, what the fuck is this? Like, why do I feel this heartthrob, you know? It was just crazy. It wasn't on no Art Laboe dedications. It was like on some real shit. Like, deep. I didn't know what a fucking heartbreak was. You know, I was a little ass kid. But something about that sound was just like, fuck, gravitated. And that was it, you know?
Right. You know, years ago, I spoke to this one man, and he was talking to me about blues music.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what he talked about, a lot of heartbreak.
You know? Yeah.
And it's funny because if you listen to a lot of Spanish music, I like to make fun of it because it's all about... Ya me dejó, la voy a dejar, esta cabrona, me voy a agarrar otra. You know, I was like, fuck, that is heartbreak, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, and a lot of drinking, obviously. But he was telling me about blues, you know, how he came from Louisiana. And originally from Mississippi, but he lived in New Roads, Louisiana. Let me get that right, because when I just say Louisiana, that's all in general. So I have to New Roads, and he said he came over here, and all he listened to was blues. He goes, and I noticed that when I stopped listening to blues, finally I stopped drinking. So, and I guess drinking and blues or drinking and soul music goes hand in hand or whatnot. But when did you start, if you will, spinning your vinyl? I know she said that. Suzie Q said that you encouraged her or inspired her to do this. Did anybody do that for you as well?
No, honestly, I was in a long-term relationship, and I just something in me lost my individuality, you know, just compromising. And I just said, when it was over, I'm like, I'm gonna be so dope at something. I'm gonna find this hobby and be fucking dope, where I don't need anybody, you know?
Right.
And so I had reached out to my homies, like, you guys gotta I think I want to DJ. Like, I'm fucking sick of watching all these, like, being male dominant, you know? So I was like, I'm over it, you know?
Right.
I want to come through, and you guys gotta help me come through correct. Shut these motherfuckers up, you know? So pretty much, every fucking day, I would go to my homie's house, and we were just, he taught me all about, you know, transition, mixing, keeping the flow, making it sound like a fucking full-on song, and just keeping it rocking. And so pretty much then after that, I got that down. Something just told me I was just gravitated to that soul shit. So then I knew exactly what I was looking for, digging and stuff. But then I've been doing this shit for less than 3 years, you know? Okay. So started digging. I knew labels, you know? And then from there on, I became friends with my collectors that actually have, like, mind you that my like records have to be in this really good condition. I'm playing them out loud all the time.
Right.
So they have to be like VG, near mint, you know, they have to be in a good quality.
Right.
So my homies that were like I became friends with are collectors. So I'm pretty much like something popped up and I was ready with the money, and that's how my collection just kind of grew.
Okay. Now I was sharing with her how record collecting for me in the 80s, I mean, I think I started collecting records when I was in 4th grade because one of my first records was Kiss, but it was albums. You know, I didn't know nothing about singles. You know,
for sure.
And Blondie, I think, was next, and just some other shit. But when I got deep into my collecting is when I was in like my teen years, 16, 17 years old, or maybe even 15, when I started buying doubles of everything. You know, and the shit got expensive because after a while, you want to get all the latest shit, you know, and if it runs out, it runs out. They don't know when they're going to get some more or whatnot. And you want to be with the guy at the party, at the club, at the hall, spinning the best shit. Now, and my budget would be every Saturday at least about $100.
Right.
How expensive does it get for people today buying 45s? Well, what is the price range today? I know it varies. Can you shed a little bit of light for people today that are buying 45s, or some cheap or some expensive?
Yeah, sure. Well, if you dig and you find that treasure, you got lucky, you know. But for the most part, and like I said about the quality and everything, you got to make sure that it's gonna play while you're playing it out loud. As far as for me, you know, being a DJ, but also as a collector, you want that, like, you know, that good play, and that's gonna last you every time you play a record, and you know this, that it wears it down every time you drop that needle, you know. So if you think about it, like you're playing 4 times a week, your shit's gotta be fucking in some bomb ass condition, you know.
Right. Can you speak a little bit closer?
Oh, sure. I'm doing that.
Yes, but now, I have a couple of homies that have shown me like 45s they told me, oh, I bought that one for like $200.
Right.
I bought that one for like $350. And now keep in mind, my 12 inches were, you know, $399.
Yeah.
I used to throw fucking 45s away, you know. As soon as it broke, oh well, whatever, fine, you know. But I didn't understand $200. To me, that was fucking insane.
Right.
Do you spend that much money on your?
I do.
Really?
And I do, and honestly, because being a female, like, put me next to any fool that's been collecting for, you know, decades, and I could go fucking 1 for 1. That goes for the haters too.
Really?
You know?
Wow.
So, you know, like I said, when I wanted to come through correct.
Right.
And so I made it a point. I stay ready when something pops up that I've been wanting on my want list. I'm gonna drop that cash.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I remember I used to call up Steve and the guy that I was telling you about earlier, the Japanese man from the city of Whittier who loved oldies. Okay. And when I say oldies, of course, I'm speaking of soul music. Okay. Right. He used to have a collection. This is how much he loved fucking oldies. And he would go toe to toe with a lot of these record collectors because he collected everything. For those of you that are Rhodium fans or Rhodium mixtape fans, look them up. Some of you may still have them. I still have my copies. He had a set of all oldies that he would call backseat memories. Like, he even came up with that name. And he just put nothing but oldies, and he would just play them back to back, back to back, back to back. And I still have those. But they're called backseat memories, and they would fucking sell. Because to a lot of us, those songs just never got old. So I could understand how people would book you guys and just say, come spin, and people will still groove and still jam. Because obviously there's still a market out there for it. Yeah. You know, like, I took a break from music from like 2007 to 2017. One of the first clubs that I went to, it was all funk. Like, they played funk all fucking night. And I'll be honest with you, I could not believe, like, there's fucking people dancing. I see girls that are 21 years old, 22, youngsters, all grooving to this. I'm thinking, how do they know? But it's because most likely they were raised with it, just like you
it's
were
a
raised
home
with
feeling, even if you weren't raised with it. It's just like a home feeling that I feel like oldies and funk gives you. Like, even if you don't recognize it, you're gonna groove, you know?
Right.
It's a comfort.
Okay. How big is your record collection? I should ask you, how long have you been collecting?
Like I said, a little under 3 years.
Okay.
But when I take something, and I take a hobby, like, it was a hobby in the beginning, and then it became kind of like a, you know, my money maker, aside from my day job or whatever. Promoting. I got a couple nights in downtown. Right now I'm on pause, but you know, I got my own nights in LA. I got working on the groovy thing, and Chinatown at the Madeline Lounge. And then I also have footsies on a Wednesday called Nothing But a Heartbreak. And I'm also a resident at Scam and Jam.
Okay. Now, when you first got your first gig, do you remember your first gig?
Oh, I remember that shit clearly.
Okay, and how was it that night? Was it like picking up the needle like this?
No, it wasn't. It was kind of like, I drink, I smoke, and it just comes natural. Like, serious shit. Sometimes I trip out how, like, I'll be drinking all day, but when it comes down to dropping a needle, it's so precise. It's just like a second nature to me. It's a trip.
Okay, now for people that may be asking, do these soleras, do these soul spinners, do they buy their own equipment? Like, how does that work for you guys? Because as DJs, these motherfuckers right here, were super, super expensive, I think my first pair, and they didn't come cheap. And we're talking about in the 80s were close to $1,000, obviously with tax. And you have to buy, of course, the scratch pad. That's not including the needles, and you're already in the hole close to $1,000 and no mixer.
Yeah, and the mixer is really, but it really depends how you want to go about it. So when it came down to buying, I wanted to practice. I didn't want to come, and just be a mediocre. Like, I wanted to shut people up, being a female, looking the way I do. I look far from a fucking chola, know. So, but that's like, when I cater to that lowrider community. So when I play my records, these people trip out. They're just like, you don't even look the part. How do you even know about this shit,
Right.
I love to, that's my shit. Like, I love a challenge,
Okay. Now, do you girls take dedications?
I don't.
Okay.
You give me a little description of where I'm going to go, and I try to pack for the crowd.
Right.
So if I'm going to do some, like, I don't know, say like a car show, I already know that I'm going to play more commons.
Okay.
Yeah. But if you're coming to one of my nights, you're going to hear that soul music, a little like that more underground, that more rare, that sweet soul. Because you're coming to my event. So I'm not going to hold back from what I'm going to play.
Okay.
And just like, and honestly, I like to put out a lot of modern soul, because those are all my homies that are out there doing it right now. So I like to, like, if I can give a chance and put their 45 out and one person listens, that's one follower for them, So that's kind of my mission too.
Okay. And who are some of your homies right now that are out with some music?
Personally, I know Duran Jones. I know the homies from Jason Joshua and the Beholders, Kelly Finnegan, the Altons, the Sinceres. Like, these are all personal homies,
Right.
And I actually spin for them all the time.
Okay.
So I just love that, like, that pressure of fucking, how can I say it? Like, building the vibe for them to, like, play a live show. Just being surrounded by instruments is my comfort. It's a home for me.
Awesome. And because a lot of those artists that you just mentioned, I know very little of them. Again, because when I got back into the music 2017, I started getting reacquainted back with music. I took a pause from music. I really, really needed a fucking break, And it wasn't so much that it was the music aspect of it. It was the business side that I just did not like. I need to fuck this.
Consumed.
I was really, really consumed because it didn't become fun for me anymore to be a producer, to be a DJ. It didn't. It became a job, and I didn't have passion for it anymore. So I took a big-ass 10-year break, and here I am again, ta-da. So,
glad.
But, and I'm thankful that I'm back, because let me tell you something. One thing about me is that I don't want to be 70 years old in some fucking rocking chair, with a fat-ass cat sitting on my lap, and I'm petting him, thinking to myself, I should have just took the chance. I should have just did it. I don't ever want to live like that. I want to give it my all. So when you said, I don't want to come mediocre, I want to do it. Because you don't ever want to live with regrets. You know what I'm saying? You want to do what you love and what you have fun doing, Now, do you have, obviously, other females? Well, when you first started, was there already a lot of females doing it?
when I first started about maybe a little less than 3 years ago, no, there was a handful of women. And they're territorial, let me tell you, like, they're not budging, you know, especially for somebody that's younger than them, that's vibing, like, you know, shining. They're territorial about their shit. They had to fight that long for them to be where they're at. For somebody to come and just outshine them was not cool, you know. So I kind of like, I had to prove myself to like really, you know, I'm with it, you know, like.
Yeah.
And after that, I think proving myself, after that, it was all love.
Cool.
And I had the opportunity to have my own nights, like I said, in downtown, I mean, in Chinatown or whatever. My thing is to have a format for women to come, like, show out, you know. If you're like coming on collector, I'm gonna put you on because everyone deserves a chance. Like, I got that chance, you know. When I saw Suzie, I was like, dude, we live the exact lifestyle growing up, like Pop's music, like, you know, the music, the ear, the fucking vibe. I was like, dude, you gotta do this. You gotta back me with this shit, you know. I need more girls.
Right.
Like, we need to show them what's up.
And that's a good thing, you know. I like it, and that's why I wanted to shine light on you guys.
For sure,
and interview and chop it up and drink some beers. And if you guys hear gunshots in the background, that's just my neighborhood. It's fucking every day here. It's like Afghanistan, okay? But anyways, you know, again, like I was telling Suzie, I didn't have the pleasure of watching females spin.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't. It was just mostly dudes fighting for a 15-minute spot, you know. I would say this, that back then, yeah, there was a little bit of hate. There wasn't that much because I was really good. I will say that. I've always been a real humble and modest person when it came to my turntable skills, but I always let my hands do the talking, okay? So after they saw me spin, it was, I mean, you could hear a mouse licking ice, you know, because I shut them up.
Exactly.
You know, so, but I didn't want to come mediocre like you, so I stayed home and practice and practice and practice. So now back to my question: Do females that are into this whole soul spinning, do they buy their own equipment, or do they go and just spin at whoever has, you know, whatever club provides the equipment? Or how does that work?
Well, I'm not going to speak for them. I'm going to speak for myself. As soon as I knew that I wanted to DJ and collect, I bought myself. When Techniques bought Pioneer, I got that year, you know. They do the exact same thing as a Pioneer. I bought 2 turntables, mint condition for $400.
Oh.
The money breaker was the you know, the mixer.
The mixer.
Yeah, so I got a whole Pioneer setup. It doesn't cost an arm of a leg. If you're serious about it, you're gonna dig and you're gonna find what you want, and you know.
Right.
But also it's a lot easier for girls or just people because as being a promoter, I pack my needles, I bring headphones. So if you're my guest, all you have to do is bring your records. You know, so I can't really speak for like women and the equipment. I really don't know what goes.
Okay.
I speak for myself, and yeah, when I said I was serious, I did my research. I went and bought what I wanted, what I thought was gonna, you know, last me. I didn't want to buy some cheap shit and have to replace it later on. You know, so I just was like, I want this solid shit, and I want all my shit to match.
Oh.
You know.
You know, now let me ask you this, because I know you said you've been doing this a little bit less or almost 3 years. Well, why not just, why 45s? You know, for people that are maybe wondering, like, why not just Serato? You have a laptop, you have all your songs. It's much easier. Is it because you just want it to be different? Maybe you can explain that.
I speak for myself because I don't know. Honestly, that haul, just carrying 45s is super easy. I hate to break my back, you know? So it's just easier. I can haul around LPs all day, you know? It doesn't make me a shittier DJ than the next person. It's just, to me, it's the haul. Like, just carrying them, come fucking correct with the small box, and you mean business. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, I don't know. I can't really say... Also because I wanted it to be a hobby, so I wanted to be dope and just, you know, I'm not going to talk shit on Serato. It doesn't make them, you know, it doesn't make me a better person than them. That's just what they chose. I chose to do this shit, the OG way, the shit that I grew up, like, towering over my homies and watching them, like, scratch and spin. And I was like, I want to do that. Like, I want to be dope. You know, and when I decided that I did, like, it was on, you know, and it hasn't stopped at all.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Look, we're going to go ahead and press stop there, like on the turntable. And we're going to go ahead and come back after a 10-minute break. I'm thinking about taking a shot, but I'm not sure. Look at bad influence. He said, do it.
We're like 5 shots in. I don't know.
Okay. Maybe I will, but we're going to come back with Soulita in about 10 minutes. So once again, slap your lady across her fat ass and tell her to go get your Modelo, warm up some fucking popcorn, and let them know that Soulita's in the motherfucking building. So call somebody, text somebody, page somebody, and let them know that Tony A, the motherfucking wizard, is in the building. We'll be back in 10 minutes.
A Rhodium mixtape to me was something that was made just for the Rhodium. You wouldn't hear it anywhere else. And they would do raps on those tapes that were nowhere else. You know what I'm saying? And they were truly the first mixtapes that we ever heard, you know? And they would shout the Rhodium out, and you could kind of tell it was like someone's garage, maybe. The little echo, you know what I mean? It wasn't completely perfect and polished yet. But that was the beauty of it, that it was so raw that we could feel that shit. And I would just play them shits and draw. That was my inspiration, my motivation to draw. So I always had to have some type of music. You know, if it wasn't the Dynamic Superiors or the Temporis or some funk playing, it was, you know, second to none. It was quick. It was the Penthouse Players, you know, High C. And Tony G was at that time was like a god too. You know what I'm saying? He was out there DJing Latin freestyle parties, and all the girls had their hairspray like a lion and shit, and hickeys on their neck. Man, pushing strollers, and we'd be like, ooh, look at, you know, these parties at La Casa and shit, you know what I'm saying, in downtown, and mini trucks, and beds were folded in the air like transformers and shit in the boulevard, coming up and changing and flipping, and subwoofers beating before the person even hit the corner. You get goosebumps, like, damn, and Elko would bend the corner on Dayton's, and you were like, ooh, that fool's strapped right there. That fool gotta be strapped. Motherfucker had candy ribbons, little Willie ribbons from Compton on the side of his shit. Jerry curl dripping all over his shit. Bent over to the side, bumping that fucking Rhodium shit. And he had a tape that only came from right there. And if you didn't know about that place, or you didn't live in that area, you didn't have that shit. So that's kind of one up that the harbor area had on a lot of other people. Compton was next door, but that harbor area was ended in Gardena. You know what I'm saying? So, man, those were great times, man.
A Rhodium mixtape is like a kilo of cocaine. It's like a kilo of Amigo powder. You get that shit, you cut that motherfucker open, and you put it in your motherfucking CD player, and you start listening, and you be like, that's dope, shit, this is dope. How you do that? But really, a Rhodium mixtape, bro, if you haven't experienced it and you was in hip hop back then, I don't know what the hell you was doing. You done fucked up. A Rhodium mixtape is like, it's a kilo of cocaine. Music wise, I'm saying, motherfucker.
Man, that's a little tough, but I'll tell you what, it was the best thing ever for me, man. It was just kind of like something you never heard about. And especially West Coast was not getting that shine at the time, you know? So you would go to this place and they would make a custom tape, like, you know, and not knowing what it was just the sound that came out of those tapes that, if I'm correct, you'd have to, like, I would be feeling for those things if it was monthly, if not sometimes bi-monthly, but a tape, it was just a mixture of the latest songs all mixed together. But the intro had like this crazy mix that I at the time I believed that it was like 4 turntables at the same time, but I was like, how the hell are they doing this? Like, was it Superman behind the turntables or something like that? But a mixtape was a real mixtape. It was actually a cassette too, you know, just for the record.
Ice Cube getting dumb at the Roadium with the funky drum, and you know my man Steve can get some. With a fool like Tony A when he plays stupid dope shit by WA. You wanna spray? Dumb motherfuckers, no doubt. And sucker DJ, get the fuck out. Tony A.
What did you say your name was? What did you say your name?
Tony A.
I have won 1 million battles. Lights, cameras, action, sound.
master plan.
This story's funny. I met this girl and she had money.
Yo, right about now, Dr. Dre is in effect. Cold tearing shit up with my man Steve at the Rhodium swap meet. And we here to lay it on the line. To all them sucker niggas out there claiming our tapes and shit, we just got one thing to say.
Never catch you doing your ass is mine. Never catch you doing your ass is mine. Never catch you doing your ass is mine. Yeah! Now my name is Dr. Dre. 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 Went to a party in West LA. Wanna learn a new dance, that's what you say. Well, here's a new dance that can't be matched. So just step to the floor and do the cat. Here it come, here it come, here it kitty come, come. Here it come, here it come, here it kitty come, come.
You'll call somebody, text somebody, slap the shit out of somebody. Let them know that Rhodium Radio is live up in this biatch.
This is your Theo on Rhodium Radio. Put your panics to the side and enjoy the ride. Tony A, the Wizard.
And we're back now with the Jack Off Hour. This is Tony A, the Wizard on Rhodium Radio with the podcast that slaps your culture fat ass with a fat ass dick. So let me go ahead and give a shout out to my boy Blast Off for the mini michelada. And he brought some down. We blessed our guests with it. And I'm sipping just to make everyone happy. And we took a couple of shots. We smoked a couple of joints. Y un toque, and we're good. So anyways, other than that, we're back now with Soulita. You're no longer Soulita. You're in the company of me. So,
hey.
Hey.
Cheers.
Yes,
I'm glad
cheers.
you're drinking now.
Yes. Thank you. Let's liven it up. And it's party time. And we get to drink and bullshit.
Yeah.
So, and meanwhile, they watch. So, let me ask you this. When I ask you to name some soul artists, who are some of the first that come to your mind? Take your time.
Shoot. It's a tough one. I love the moments. Something about that voice, you know?
Okay.
Then we got Duran Jones, and like, dude.
Okay.
That voice, both of them, you know, we got Kid Bailey on drums, voice is angelic as fuck, but we got Duran Jones on vocals also.
Okay.
Oof, you got to experience one of their live shows.
Okay.
I don't know.
Give me some from your collection.
Shit, I think I would have to reach in because there's some like I can't even think right now. One of my favorites is Gloria Fowler.
Okay.
You know, something about this song called "Train of Love" that just fucking gets me. That was probably my first heartthrob that I ever experienced. I was like 11. Don't know shit about relationships or heartbreaks or nothing.
Right.
But this girl was singing, and I was like, "Holy fuck!"
Right.
That pain, you know?
Right. You know what song I really love and I was listening to today? I know, I want to say, Marvin Gaye and Diana Ross. Mm-hmm. And do you remember that song, My Mistake?
Yeah, it's on the Motown.
That one?
Yeah.
Okay. I was listening to that song and I've never been like heartbroken, honestly. So when people say they went through a heartbreak and I'm working on me.
Yeah.
Believe me, I respect all of that, but I never understood it because I've only been in few relationships and that's it.
Let me guess, you're the heartbreaker.
Well, low key. No. But
cheers to that.
Yes. So, but that song, like I love it so much, and I hear the passion in it. It almost gets you cheerful, you know. But it's a beautiful song. My mistake was loving you, you know. But that was a dope ass. It is still a fucking dope ass song. And of course, I love Marvin Gaye. I love Aretha Franklin. We were talking about her earlier, how she started in the church, and she still did a lot of even gospel records even after that. You know, I love all the ones. I mean, one of my favorite groups, believe it or not. And whenever I mention it amongst my soul collector homies, they always make fun of me. Oh, that ain't really soul. Shut the fuck up. I love the Delphonics.
Yeah, Delphonics.
You know,
is shit.
I love the Delphonics. It's because they like to find that rare, if you will, oldie that maybe I didn't know about. This is real soul. And I'm like, okay, I'm sure it is, pal.
Yeah.
But, you know, I mean, educate me. Don't fucking humiliate me.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
And that's the problem nowadays. Like, people want to, like, be entitled. Like, I gave you this platform. Like, okay, thanks. But if I'm the one that's willing to, like, drop money on these records.
Right.
Fuck off. For real. Like, it's serious. I call them Soul Patrol.
Soul Patrol.
Yeah, straight up. Like, they'll go over and hover my shit, make sure it's like a fucking first print, you know, like.
Really?
Yeah, they hate on reissues.
They'll be like.
Yeah, but those are the first. Those are the fools that are fucking putting out bootlegs, you know. But that's why, like I said, when I wanted to come through correct, I meant it. Like.
So part of coming correct for those that are trying to understand this movement is that you got to come with some original records. Original.
Right.
Okay, now I have to say this, okay, because as a DJ cutting and scratching, I guess we kind of didn't give a fuck if it was a bootleg because you wouldn't be able to do that.
Right. You don't want to fuck up your, you know, your OG. Yeah.
Right. So we didn't mind, but I guess for this movement is you got to come correct with the original shit or Ramanos, you know.
Yeah. Or you just kind of like, I don't know, I guess they like kind of look down on you like, it's just a reissue, you know?
Right.
She ain't shit, you know?
You ever want to piss a guy off, just still his record collection. So.
If I ever want to piss a guy off, I'll just be like, let's go 1 for 1, you know?
Wow.
Yeah.
Like
I'm
that?
going to stand my ground like that, and that's it.
That's dope. So I believe you mentioned some of the spots where you spin at, you know. Where obviously through this whole pandemic, you haven't been able to.
Yeah.
You know, I know they're starting to open things back up again. Is there any word on Scam and Jam again?
No word.
Nothing?
Especially because they host so many people. I feel like that's probably one of the last events that's gonna ever.
Probably. Huh?
Yeah, sad to say because it's a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun.
I vouch for fucking Scam and Jam. If you want to fucking listen to funk, you want to listen to freestyle, you want to listen to, they even do rock en español. At the end of the night, you'll be like fucking crying to some rancheras, you know. Then you got me in this fucking. You want to take a break from all that and just like get close, like, you know, you go to the Scam room and that's
Mellow
me.
out.
Yeah, that's me. I'm catering to
go over there,
that shit, you
drink
know.
a tequila and cry.
Nah, you don't cry because I love to see people dancing. That's my shit. Like, I'm doing my job if I fucking see the entire spot bumping. Like,
okay,
I'm doing that, you know. And it's something about that just fucking gets me off. You know, I'm just like, fuck yeah, I'm the one fucking making this shit happen. You know.
Yeah.
And it's important, you know, because you got to be vibing for them to vibe back.
Right.
You know, you got these collectors that fucking play these $1,000 records and they're stiff as fuck. And I'm just like, man, your shit ain't shit, you know? Cool for your fucking garage.
Right.
But, you know, give us a fucking turn and just like watch us vibe, you know?
Guarantee there's some dude right now, some dick lick, probably drinking.
Hi, dick lick.
Probably drinking White Claw, you know, eating Takis, pissed off right now. Esta cabrona que sabe.
Yeah.
I guarantee you.
Come see about me.
Yeah, exactly. Come see. I like
For
that.
real.
That's dope. So now, you know, throughout this whole pandemic, what is one thing, obviously, other than spinning, that you miss doing? Because obviously we've been cooped up at home.
Yeah. So I have a son. He's 11 years old. Sick ass fucking skater. He was just born for this shit.
Really?
So it's just me and him pretty much. You know, he skates. I take footage. And he does his research. He wants to hit these parks, and I would fucking be, let's go, you know?
Yeah.
I'm gonna drive you wherever the fuck. It could be 30 miles, it could be 5, you know? But you know, that was our shit.
Yeah.
Just fucking, that fool ripping and me fucking shooting these footage, you know? Not the best fucking videographer in the world, but it was like how we bond, you know?
Right.
He'd get mad, like, Mom, you cut my head off, you know? I'm just like, well, fool, you're coming at me like 90 miles per hour. Like, what am I supposed to do? You know, I'm looking at the board. You know, so that I really do miss. I miss it a lot.
Who introduced them to that skating?
Just fucking born with it.
No shit.
Yeah, straight up. I mean, his dad skateboards. I was in the skateboard, you know, growing up in the skateboard community, which also opened up gateways to, like, all this music. If you really ever watch a skate video, you're going to hear dope ass hip hop,
right?
Dope ass soul, dope ass indie, and that really just opened fucking all doors.
Okay, so you see him possibly maybe even going professional, maybe?
Super.
Really?
In my heart, I just know.
Yeah.
Dope. In my heart, I just know that he's gonna go places.
When I was younger, I used to play semi-pro volleyball and tennis. I used to wear those short shorts. I used to go up their butt, and I also lie a lot.
Let me see those caps.
but anyways, I like to joke around, so please don't take me serious. But I was a tetherball champ at my junior high school. So, but anyways, it's with a smile. I was playing around.
Yeah, I'm laughing.
Okay, but in the inside. So now, you know what? Tell me a little bit about up north. I also heard that there's different sound or soul from up north.
It's not. There's rumors that whole Souldy, that the Souldies introduced to the bars, came from the north. I don't know how much of it is true because I'm, you know, younger. But I do know that what put me up on like just wanting to and just going to their events is the Southern Soul Spinners, you know, and they're like, I just fucking remember just going to their events and just like, god damn, like this is what's up. Just people being cheek to cheek, or them mixing it up to like, you know, dancing far and just like the whole place bumping. And I was like, fuck, I can really see myself doing this shit, you know? And that was kind of like another gate, like a doorway that kind of, you know, took it from there.
Do you ever throw your own events, or do you promote, or do you do anything
Yeah,
like
I'm
that?
a promoter and a DJ.
Okay, okay. And did you DJ first? Did you promote first?
I DJ'd first, and from there on, just doors started opening up. I feel because I have this style that, you know, and it's stupid, you know, because the soul scene, and it's sad to fucking say that playing this music, you're gonna get these fucking neighborhoods all in one room, you know, and somebody's gonna show out. So And I'm going to talk about my mentor, Ruben Molina, Southern Soul Spinner. He saw me spin and he had all fucking faith that I would bring peace and just fucking let people know that it's about the music and you leave that bullshit behind.
Right.
You're not in the neighborhood anymore. You're here for the music, right? Let it go for fucking 2 hours.
Yeah. Exactly.
Serious shit, you know?
Exactly.
And that's my mission.
Yeah.
Just straight fucking about the music and all that shit. There's like some real battles out there in the world and we're fighting each other. That's stupid.
Yeah. It's
And,
really
you know?
stupid. Believe me, I've gone to events where I just walk in and the motherfucker whispers in my ear, "Where you from?" "Oh, over there. I just parked over there. That's where I'm from." You know. And
You're all
I just
MMP.
Yeah, just fucking keep it pushing. Drunk ass motherfuckers that are getting ready to tip over.
Right.
If you just fucking backhand.
They just want to start some shit. And that's another thing that I get invited and the Bay is my second home.
Okay.
You know, and they fucking look down on norteños are norteños, sureños are sureños, but that's my second home and they welcome me with open arms, you know?
Okay.
So that's another thing that
Now let me ask you this. I'm asking because I don't know. Okay,
Yeah.
so we're talking about this Soulita or soul spinning movement.
Right.
Is there norteño soul spinners and, if you want to call it, sureño soul spinners, and they don't like each other?
Well, just like politics as fuck, you know, they drew a line and it's stupid.
Okay.
You know?
Because it's the same in the hip hop.
It's the same thing. Like, I just think it's just somebody along history put a line and we can be friends. Like, I'm not a
Right.
believer of that. I believe that we
Right.
can all be friends. Like,
Right.
I don't see no fucking difference, you know?
You know, okay, now let me say this, and it's kind of interesting too. People that are into hip hop that are listening.
Mm-hmm.
When I first started this whole rap thing, we started touring in 1991, and I was pretty much amongst all blacks. Blacks from here didn't have any problems with blacks from up north, and blacks from up north didn't have any problems with blacks from down here. Okay, it was all love. It wasn't until maybe 96, 97, 98 that I started touring with Chicano rappers. Oh no, we can't go up there. Oh no, I started experiencing it. What the fuck? Like, I've been up here.
Right.
You know, we rock shows here. Oh no, we can't go up there. I didn't understand that.
Yeah, they're like, who put that line down? You know,
I know. But
it's dumb.
It is.
But
dumb.
you know, I'm here to try to make a change. Like,
Yeah.
I don't see why we can't just take that fucking border away and just be one. You
And
know,
be one. Yeah. And music is the glue.
it is.
Music is the glue. I mean, because you know what's funny? You can change somebody's whole day or some night just by playing the right songs. You know, I remember one time I instigated a fight. There was a couple of guys fighting.
Here we go about the fights.
Yeah, the fights, and on purpose, so the cops hurry up and come. I played colors by Ice-T.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers start throwing the gang signs. More people start fighting. Cops come, break it up. I take my equipment. I told the cops, "Don't leave. Let me get paid," and I'm out of there. I wanted to get the fuck out of there anyways. Or when they fight and I want to stay there, then I just slow everything down with an old school slow song. Get on the mic. I'm not much of an MC, but I'll say, now it's time to grab that girl if you want to grab her ass and bite her fucking neck.
Right.
You know, it's time right now, blah, blah, blah. And I would just play the slow song or whatnot. So you can kind of change the atmosphere, change the vibe, all with music, you know. So, like I said, I think music is the glue. Now, let me ask you this. How far do you plan to take this? Do you just want to continue to ride this out? Do you give yourself a time limit and say, you know, I want to do this for a couple of years? Or is this part of your life?
I feel like this is going to be part of my life. Like, eventually, you know, maybe, you know, there's going to be a time where, you know, looks aren't forever.
Right.
But I know that music is my heart, you know? So maybe not just being like the front man and just, you know, the promote. Maybe behind the scenes, like opening up my own record label. Who knows, you know? But do I know that this is where I want to take it? Fuck yeah, I do.
Yeah, well, you know what? Maybe even open up your own label. Since you know a lot of artists, maybe even discover some of your own artists.
Right.
You know what? I got this artist. I think it'll be good with this producer. Let's put it together. We release it under my label. Whenever I spin on my, whenever I throw an event, we push it. Just an idea.
Right.
You know,
Exactly.
I think it can work, especially if you have a good name, because having a good name is better than credit. You know, it's just much more better than credit, because people will know, okay, this person never fucked anybody over. There's no bad history out about this person. I know I can trust this person, and that's a good thing. I've never fucked anybody over. And if they have anything to say about you, you'll never find anybody that has anything to say negative about me, because I never fucked anybody over, you know. So, and that's this why I've been able to have somewhat longevity. So of course, we've had disagreements with other people, whatnot. Fine, we still talk, we move on. But it's important to have a good name in this business, you know. So, other than Scam and Jam, where you spin, what are the places possibly when things possibly open up? Obviously, there's no dates unless you have dates now.
I don't.
Okay.
It's all up in there, and it's sad to say, you know.
Right. Okay.
I really wish this should just fucking folded over and just, you know, we could go back to business, but
I know.
it is what it is, and you know,
it's
people,
almost
please
like
stay
it's
safe,
unreal.
you know.
Yeah, it's almost like it's unreal. Like, oh, we get to go back and eat out in public. I'm like, fuck, like serious?
It took me a little bit. I'm not gonna say that I wasn't hanging out with my friends, you know, because I know where they've been and they know where I've been, and we would never expose each other to anything. So like hanging out with my friends, I needed that. I just, you know, I played it safe for a bit, and then I was like, I need my friends, like, you know. It was just like, fuck, if you're gonna rob me from a nightlife, like at least, you know, have my closest friends, like, you know. So yeah, just playing records amongst each other, like nothing crazy, you know.
Okay.
So that just kind of keeps it rolling, and I just been really concentrating on building my record collection. So when that day does come, I'm coming out hella strong.
Dope. Okay, interesting question I'm about to ask you. Every DJ, me growing up, we would hear, I'll just use the group EPMD for an example. We knew that they had a song called It's My Thing, and then they came out with, I think on side B, You're a Customer, okay? And then we found out they were coming out with a song called You Got to Chill, okay? Where they rap off of More Bounce. That wasn't out yet, but it was being played on the radio. I was one of the first guys that got the test pressing, which was promotional copy just for DJs, if you will. Selected few, and I was one of them because of my connection of Steve Yano. Obviously, soul collecting is more of not necessarily buying the newer stuff, but it's more about buying the older, rare stuff.
Yeah,
okay?
right. Like you mentioned, like the DJ promo, that's a rare, you know. So if you got some DJ promos, that's worth more than a first press.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So then it goes from that, and then you lose value with the reissue and bootleg and so on and so forth, you know?
Right. Okay. Now, since us DJs were looking for the newest records to come out so that we can rock them in the club, what old records that maybe you don't have in your collection yet that you want? Is there any of them out there?
Well, yeah, there's like the Dynamic Solitary. That's like my number one fucking on my want list.
Okay.
You know, I stay ready for that one. As soon as I fucking see that shit pop up, I'm buying it, you know.
Okay.
I have my heart set on that one. There's a lot of things that I do have my heart set on, you know, but these are rares that got lost along years, you know. They maybe came out in like 1964. We're in 2020. Like, you know, they maybe pressed 30 or 300. Who knows? So to find these copies is really hard. You just kind of stay ready with the cash, you know.
What do you think one of those 45s will go for?
I think that the one that I just mentioned is probably in the thousands.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
So you would actually buy it?
I would buy it. Yeah.
Wow. Shit.
You got to hear the horns though.
I
They're
know.
heavy.
Okay, see now here's me from an old new generation guy. It's on YouTube. See, that's the way I think. You know, like one of my boys, let me go ahead and give him a shout out. Jason, I think Sounds of Soul. Sounds of Soul. He's one of the first guys that actually gave me an interview when I started promoting my documentary. So I want to say much love, much respect to Jason for giving me that platform when actually nobody else was. You know, he gave me an interview. And he's also a vinyl collector of 45 of rare, a lot of soul music. But he played me a song where he had told me that I think he spent like $200 or $250. And I said like this, what the fuck? And I looked it up on my phone. I go, it's right there on YouTube. I just downloaded the motherfucker, right? And he was like, but it's to have the 45. I get it. Because I was a record, junkie for years. But now I'm like past that. I'm like, I can't spend that kind of money. Shit, I'd rather just buy some fucking groceries and pay my cell phone bill, you know what I'm saying, with that fucking money. Or buy some new Jordans. They go around that fucking much. But anyways, or buy a gang of Nike Cortez. So anyways, other than that, what other one pops to your mind? Another rare gem.
Let's see. I would love to own the pearls.
Okay.
There's so many. My want list is so ridiculous.
Okay, now the ones you just mentioned, those two. Do you know anybody that has them?
I do.
Both of them?
Yeah, shout out to Westlos and my homie Ruben Molina. And they do, and when they fucking play them, I'm just like, fuck, this shit hits so hard. Especially hearing it all like out loud, like surround sound, you're just like, fuck.
Right. Okay, well, I'll tell you what, if you want them for Christmas, just give me their address and I'm just playing. Just playing. But anyways, all right, well, listen.
Hey, it's sacrifice. Before I used to be into like vintage fucking dresses and like designer shoes. Now I'm like, I can do without that. Put my fucking money elsewhere. Like, honestly, I spend money, but I make the money back,
Have you ever thought, and maybe you have, about getting your own spot and just spending there maybe every Friday and letting people come and just pay,
No.
Okay, is that hard to do?
Because it's hard to do because, like, this is the difference. Like, I do it for the love, you know?
Of course.
For the love of music, and no, I'm not going to charge anyone to come see me,
Okay.
I'd rather do my sacrifice to, like, build my collection than opposed to, like, charge somebody to come hear me and see me.
Well, one thing that I always told my friend John and my boy DG and my son, that if you release good product, whether it's a documentary, whether it's a mixtape, whether it's a movie, whether it's a song, whatever, if you release good product and you do it because you love it, not because you're chasing money, now your motives are wrong. Okay? If you release it because you love it and it's good stuff, money will come knocking. That's the best advice that I can give to somebody. Do what you love. Do it right. Don't release no bullshit. Because how many people do we know, whether they're rappers or whatever, and they just release a bunch of bullshit. They flood the market. And then people's like, yeah, he's got a bunch of shit out there. Yeah, a lot of people know him, but it's all bullshit. And it's true. They just flooded an overcrowded market already. Okay, so I always said if we release something good, money will come knocking. I was sharing with you earlier how we did a mixtape, and then we got a deal with one of the biggest companies in the world when we were looking for it. So, but you're right. I said that to say because you said I would never do it for the money or for people to come see me. I get it. I understand it. But if I was your manager, you do it because you love it, and I'll make sure that everybody pays.
I get paid. Yeah, I'm not dumb either. I'm not gonna fucking take time. And I told you, every time you drop that needle, it's a wear and tear in your record. It's a wear and tear in your needle.
It is.
So you can't be, oh, I love it. For the love of it, I'm gonna fucking lowball myself. Nah, I know what my worth, but I'm not gonna abuse it either.
Okay. I'll tell you what. If I'm paying $1,000 for a 45, I'm make sure I'm downloading that motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm not there at the thousands yet. I'm just saying when that record comes, like I try to stay ready.
Back in the days when we were scratching like a after you do that so many times, you hear you start hearing it like
you're like, oh shit, my needle popped off.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So we could have bought another 12-inch. It was $399. $399. Didn't give a fuck. But now if you buy $1,000 45, you can't get another motherfucker like that. So I get it. So that's why I would totally download that shit. But listen, we come to the end.
No, right when we were drinking.
Yes, and I want to say thank you for giving me the opportunity to sit down with you and chop it up with you.
No, I want to thank you for having us.
I made a friend now, so whenever I go to a club, hey, I know Soulita, you better. No, I'm only playing. But
you're on my guest list.
Yes. And guest list plus 10. I'm only playing. So other than that, any shout outs you want to give, anybody you want to tell off, any comments or complaints, right now you can do it.
Shout out, I don't know. I don't want to, I hate that. Like the shout out was like, fuck. It's tough. But you forgot me, whatever. Everyone that's like held me down and, welcome me with open arms. That's my shout out. My girls, they fucking support me 110. It's crazy. You know,
Awesome.
I couldn't do it without them. And yeah, to the haters too. Come see about me. You know, if you have a problem with me, then
Yeah.
we can go one for one. It's never a
one for
problem.
one. Now, we say 1 for one. You're not talking about blows, though, right?
No, I'm talking about like you play one and I'm playing one, and that's just how we're gonna fight this out. You know, I'm gonna stand my ground, and that's just how it's gonna go.
Now I know there's.
And I'm really not going anywhere. You know, so
Good. Now let me answer this. Last question. I know there's guy haters on girls. In this movement, is there girl on girl hating?
there is, like I told you in the beginning, that women, they fought to earn their spot, and then here comes like this young cat, fucking just outshining them, and it's just like, why the fuck her? How is that fair? Like, I worked my ass off fucking collecting, and I'm just like, but I also worked my ass off too in these fucking 3 years of collecting. Why are you mad,
Right. Wow. Okay. I didn't know it existed like that.
It does. It exists. But, you got to just, like, good vibes over fucking bullshit all of the time. And,
Well, any other shout outs you want to give?
No, I don't think so. I think I'm cool.
Okay. You know what? First of all, let me go ahead and reiterate what I said. If you're a dude and you got a dope soul record collection, I'm going to give you an opportunity to at least email me at rhodiumradio@gmail.com. And at least, here's what I require, at least be spinning somewhere where I can go see you and we can have something to talk about. Because I just don't want to talk about your record collection.
Right.
Because I know dudes that, believe me, I've seen them. Awesome, wonderful record collection. But at least be spinning somewhere so that we can say, people can go see you here, people can go see you there, or whatnot. So get at me at rhodiumradio@gmail.com and I'll give everybody an opportunity. Other than that, let me go ahead and thank Suzie Q, Soulita, you, for coming here and blessing us with your time and chopping it up and educating me on what this whole movement has become, because I've only heard of it, whatever I saw on Instagram or whatever I might have saw maybe once or twice at a club somewhere. But it's a strong movement, and let's keep it going. You know, let's keep it going. So other than that, anything else you want to say? Anything I didn't ask you?
No, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure we covered everything.
Okay, I'm going to ask you a question, and if you don't get it right, it's going to hurt me.
Oh, no.
Do you like Star Wars?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Baby Yoda. I'm just fucking with you.
Oh, dude. All good. I said, oh, dude. All good. Okay, everybody. Let me go ahead and give my shout-outs now. Let me go ahead and thank John motherfucking ELKINS. He's coming out with his own pocket pussies. Is that it? Pocket pussies. Yeah, different shades. Some bald, some with a little bit of hair, and some with a lot of hair. If you're into that porn style 1970s Ron Jeremy pocket pussy. So, and some are scented, some are not scented. So it's up to you if you're allergic to tuna.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Also, once again, the anal bleach. So if your shit's a little bit on the dark side, like Star Wars, and you guys want that shit to turn pink, hey, hit him up at johnelkins.com. You can still download his nudes. I took his pictures. We'll be uploading some new ones up soon. He's also coming out with his own chanclas, so be looking out for those. Other than that, I want to thank my boy DG Daniel Media Clips, another guy that he's helped us so much. He's made the Rhodium Mixtape documentary possible. He's also going to help us make the Chicano rap documentary very possible as well. We're going to start working on that hopefully at the end of July. So we need a little bit less than $1,000. So if you care to donate, cool. If you don't donate, don't talk shit. Believe me, just save it or say it when you see me. That's better. Okay. Other than that, let me go ahead and thank my son, B Scanless, for helping me promote this. My brother, Spy Smuggler. You can also he's got a few dick pumps left. So under this quarantine thing, if you want to give your Yankee a little wanky, hit him up. He's still got dick pumps. They're not used, but they're a little bit used, refurbished. And if they're a little bit sticky, just take a Lysol wipey and we're good. Other than that, buy me out. I only got a few left. Okay. And I'll tell you what, I'll see you Wednesday with a double feature. And once again, thank you, Soulita. Thank you, Suzie Q. And
Ashley. That's our hype woman, Soulita. I mean, no, that's me.
Okay.
The hype woman, Ashley.
the hype women, actually.
Lowrider girl.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and take a couple of more shots, a couple of more toques, and we're out of here.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. You have a blessed night. And I'm hollering 187 with my dick in your mouth, bitch.
Be safe.